Whatever.
You know what you were gonna say.
I'll show what time it is.
Ben, how do I get mods for my Inner 2003?
You do the
I get
things.
Wreckfest mods on console.
That's
yes.
Ed Soundhead question.
Welcome to Shrimp Hours, number 130. I'm drive through. I'm here. Ben's here. Cody's here. Caleb's here.
Unfortunately, I'm here.
It's not that bad of a show.
Dude.
You're not happy to be back after 2 weeks in a snowy desert?
I wish I never came back. That should have been my
Alright.
White Sands in the Trinity site should have been my final resting place.
Dude, we should have dropped a nuke on your ass while you were in New Mexico.
I was like 20 miles away from the Trinity site at one point without even knowing
Should've
it.
gone.
You can't.
Thinking you can only go once a year, and there's
I read up
yeah.
on it afterwards. Civilians are only allowed to visit the 3rd October or the 3rd Saturday or something in every October. Because that's the one weekend out of the year where they otherwise take a break from just doing missile tests out there.
Interesting.
Could you imagine if they're doing like a ballistic missile test and they're like, sir, we have a 2006 red Ford Focus, like in the strike zone.
Yeah, I just try to drive out there. I get the date wrong. It's like, what? I thought you were allowed to visit. Just get blasted.
You just get
I thought it was the
rained
second
on.
week of October.
Wisconsin man had dates wrong, gets blown up in missile testing accident.
Big
should be
tragic
live.
disaster.
Dude, yeah, I was about to say that should be when we have our live shrimp hours one day. That should be one of the segments. Is Cody just drives into the fucking missile zone on the train.
All
We've
right.
had enough. We're enacting the pact. Cody's driving into the missile
Highway
zone.
to the missile zone.
All right, we're gonna open up with the news. First thing on the docket. Today is January 15th, and supposedly by January 18th, TikTok will no longer be available in the United
January
States
19th.
of
Fuck yeah.
America.
About fucking time.
In response,
Celebrate good times. Come on, let's download another Chinese app.
In response to this American censorship, TikTok users have started downloading a more Chinese app. They've switched to Xiaohongshu. It's now the top app in the US. It doesn't even have like English UI. And there's just a bunch of Americans trying to learn Chinese on the fly. Because I don't know who decided this. I don't know who was like...
Is this the blue sky of TikTok?
From what I can
Basically.
see, it was a bunch of TikTokers like recommending people to go over there. So people were just fucking downloading that app.
Why something in Chinese? There's got to be an English option, right?
They're getting paid.
Yeah, this is all fucking propaganda. I've seen people on my Twitter page are just posting like things that are going on that app, and it's just straight up like anti-US propaganda, which I don't really care, but at the same time, it is really funny.
I've heard it's that, and I've heard it's a bunch of memes about that.
Do you know what Xiaohongshu translates to in English?
No, you should
Little
know.
Red Book. Little Red Book. If you know, you know.
It's a communist joke,
yeah.
Cody.
Oh, the red flag. Yeah. All right.
No, it's friggin' Chairman Mao's little book of quotes.
Dude. Yeah,
I'm just saying. I might
Gen Z
download
is
it.
literally brainwashing themselves into. I've seen so many. Okay, there are people that I'm subtweeting in my personal life right now that I've seen on like TikTok and Instagram that are literally just posting anti-US propaganda, pretending that every other government in the world is just benevolent and kind, and the US government is the only one that has any sort of like ill will. It's like, no, dude, the Chinese government is out to get you. Every government is out to get you.
Enjoy your
Don't trust
social
any of them.
credit score where like
Yeah, hey, I mean, how else are you supposed to boost your social credit score?
I'm just saying, there's nothing more Chinese than banning certain websites and services in your country.
Dude, if you the the biggest dead giveaway is if you go on Little Red Book and start posting about Tiananmen Square and gay people, you get banned instantly. So
Yeah, no, I'm all for it. If said software is developed solely to base, just you read the terms and conditions. It's like, oh, if you accept this, you allow us to just read everything in your fucking like smartphone and computer. It's like, yeah, no, thank you.
I mean, that's what TikTok was already doing.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I never used that shit because it was basically, just Chinese spyware disguised as, hey kids, come make some silly fucking funny dance videos because everyone else does it and you're not cool unless you do so.
Instagram
Facebook
does
and Instagram
it.
and
Facebook
Twitter
into
do it
fucking
too.
peer pressure and give up your privacy.
You got to realize that all of social media is spying on you,
farming your data. And
issue is that we want to keep our
agree.
information in the U.S.
Notice
as opposed to giving it to China.
I 100% agree that all social media is basically spyware, and that's why I basically only use one, and even that one,
which is Facebook.
Twitter.
Which is crazy.
I use Twitter way more than Facebook. Facebook I basically use to just like DM like a few select family members because that's their preferred method.
That's true. That's the only thing I use Facebook for.
The only social media I'm really active on is like Twitter, and even then, it's like, hey, here's some cool stuff relating to like this motorsports job. Like, here's some like places I've been to after the fact, nowhere near where I live. It's not like, hey, here's my children. Hey, here's my family. Hey, here's where I fucking live. Hey, here's every interaction in my fucking life.
I will say I've gotten some nonsense on Twitter lately. I feel like I've been getting more ads in my timeline that are just like garbage. It's just like it'll just be someone's like shitty AI generated thing, and it'll be like advertised, and I'll be like, who wants this?
2/3 of Facebook now, and I mean, yet another reason why I rarely use it.
Facebook's so bad, dude.
At 2/3 of your timeline is just AI weird posts and like other just nonsense posts that is like not stuff you followed or are like subscribed to. It's just,
dude, I cannot scroll through it's like, here's a suggested group. I'm like, it used to be, here's what my friends are up to.
Yes,
that's all I need.
It's unusable. It's all just
and
ads.
They have that
and AI.
On the phone, there's a button you can dig through 3 menus to get to your actual friends feed, and it shows you 10 posts, and then after you scroll past that, it's just like, okay, that's it. You're fucked.
Do I just live in such an echo chamber, or like who is asking for all this AI integration into the world? Like,
it's
all these rich tech weirdos that are trying to control the fucking world population and how everyone thinks and acts. Though that's the only one pushing AI shit.
Yeah. And weirdos who like get sold by it for some reason and think they're hot shit.
Dude, Elon Musk bros, I'm officially like, I've been tired of them, but we might have to start re-educating folks. Like, it's about that time.
Just cut it out of your life. It's not that hard. It's not that hard.
All right, we get it.
Guys,
Ben. You don't use
hey,
Twitter.
Ben's not on Twitter. I don't know if you guys knew this, but he exclusively uses Blue Sky. We actually have
gone an episode without saying it. Has he gone to Discord?
Guys, have you
call
heard that?
I'm actually
Ben gave up Twitter?
feel much better after not being on Twitter and seeing a bunch of garbage on there.
The greatest thing is when I'm able to interact with Ben, and I just can't interact with him at all because I don't use Blue Sky.
We're on Discord.
I have to send him a DM every week about what night we're doing the podcast. Otherwise, he doesn't know. All right, that's your first piece of news. Next up.
God damn it.
The away game break-in bandits have struck again. We talked about them a while ago.
Damn, really?
They went to Evgeny Malkin's house when he was playing in Ottawa, I think. But yeah, when he was not home, they broke into his house, stole a bunch of shit, including 3 Stanley Cup rings, which is kind of insane. Because he's one of like 3 guys in the league currently that have 3 rings.
Well, I had 3 rings, but
That's true. How do you even sell a Stanley Cup? It's like, oh yeah, suddenly I have the 2007, 15, and 17 Stanley Cup rings. I don't know if those are the right years, but
yeah,
whatever.
like how fucked are you? Like, do you just go to a pawn shop and you're like,
You
here's
go to
three
a
Stanley
very
Cup rings.
irreputable pawn shop where if you show up with something like that, they ain't asking questions. They're
Dude.
just gonna give you the money and try
Or
to
do they
flip
like
the
pull
shit.
the diamonds out and just sell the pieces of it?
That would be
I
fucked up.
could.
A chop shop version of like a jewelry.
Literally.
But why go after a hockey player? Like, don't they not make that much money as opposed to like NFL and baseball?
Dude, hockey.
Like
Like,
some of the superstars, you'd be surprised.
Yeah, we're talking about Evgeny Malkin, dude. Probably makes a shit.
What's his
Let me look
contract?
up- Yeah, let's see it.
I mean,
on
it's not
average,
like,
NFL
dude,
probably
Keep in
makes
mind, I
more
was about
than
to
some
say
of
the
those
NFL has like
superstars.
exploded
Yeah,
in
it's not-
terms of contract. I mean, like I feel
Yeah.
like the max
Yeah, Malkin-
they get like 15 million a year.
Malkin is making $6 million a year, so that's pretty damn good.
Yeah,
And
that's
that-
nothing to
Well,
scoff
that's
at.
nothing compared to NFL and everywhere else.
Okay, well
Yeah,
that's
okay.
the NFL. Again, the NFL is so like it's in its own
Overpriced.
league of
Yes.
yeah.
Well, I guess
contracts.
MLB you can. I guess and soccer too.
All,
like
the, all the
European
national leagues
football.
have increased. Baseball, NFL,
Baseball.
You know what? I guess Ben kind
It's
of
all
had a
that
point,
betting
like,
money.
NBA.
yes, they're pro athletes. They make a shitload of money, but compared to like baseball or football or like even European soccer. or
Maybe
football,
they
yeah.
scouted a bunch of dudes and he had the weakest security. I don't know.
And that's like $6 million Canadian. So that's like
No,
a million
he plays
tops.
in Pittsburgh, you weirdo. All right.
He lives in
Oh,
Ottawa.
sorry, that stinks.
On to no, he lives in Pittsburgh because he plays there. I think he was playing in Ottawa. I think he was playing somewhere that wasn't Pittsburgh. Anyway, in NASCAR news, MBM Motorsports has announced that they need a new driver because Mike Wallace did not receive approval to run the Daytona 500. He was told things looked good apparently, and then they put out the announcement, and then they were like, actually, you can't race. So 65-year-old Mike Wallace, toaster strudel
I was gonna say, did he
swastika himself is now not
snack
allowed
on
to
any
race in the
toaster
500.
strudels after the news.
So the MBM has yet to announce who is going to be racing for them, but it won't be him.
I think he just threw it out there knowing that, hoping that if he puts the news out, he'll be in.
Yeah,
only
they
to get
said-
disappointed and then go into a fucking rant about, oh, NASCAR said I can't run trucks or Xfinity ever again. But they didn't say that.
Dude,
Yeah.
I know we've covered it well in depth at this point, but I still want to know what went through. Like, what level of CTE is in your mind where you draw a fucking swastika on a toaster strudel and like, yeah, I'm gonna post this to Twitter. Like,
Facebook, I think, but yeah.
I do know one place that you can race, and that is ARCA.
Yeah, be
Kenny?
one of like the fucking 95 entries for the ARCA Daytona race, apparently.
Oh yeah. Next piece of news. Apparently, Cletus McFarland, for those who watch his stuff, is racing the ARCA race. Let's see
I
how
don't
that
actively
goes.
watch, but he's cool. I keep up with him every so often. I like him.
Other Daytona news. Junior Motorsports is entering a car. After all these years of friggin' every kid in the world being like, Junior Motorsports the Cup, Junior Motorsports is gonna run the Cup. No,
Literally
Junior number
20
8,
years of
number 88.
trying since Junior Motorsports got formed in 2004.
And they're running the number 40, which is kind of insane.
Which is weird.
With Justin Allgaier.
All his other numbers are taken 3, 8, and
Yeah.
88.
So, I have yet to hear a single solid explanation as to why the hell Shane Van Gisbergen is driving the 88. Like
he's
this.
Shane
I
Van
feel like the
Gisbergen.
88 should be Junior Motorsports. He's Shane Van Gisbergen. He's driven the 97 in like 100 different series. He's always driven the 97. The 97's available. Why?
Nah, he's got-
why?
Nah, he's got more seniority in NASCAR
And it also
than
makes
Earnhardt
it-
does.
He's
makes more
always
sense
driven
in,
the
like,
97.
the Trackhouse lineage, even because they have the 99, you can have the 97.
I don't
along with
understand.
it.
They've messed this up. They've screwed up Junior. It's gonna be Junior come back.
They-
That should be the 88.
They blew it.
Hey, all those guys with 88 tattooed on them, they're going to be saying
Literally-
Gisbergen.
Literally the only thing that like I can possibly think of is because he's dating the fucking daughter of the 888 Australia guy. Otherwise, I got nothing.
Oh, hold on. There's a video why Shane Van Gisbergen picked the number 88. Let's see.
I'm sure it's gonna be
by
like, I want to uphold the
Quadla.
legacy of Dale
What's
Jr.
up, guys? It's your boy.
It's your boy Shane Van Gisbergen.
Don't forget to smash that like button. Now let me open up Wikipedia.
Anyway, if you find a single reason, let me know.
Yeah, he's just blabbering right now. Hurry the
Yeah,
fuck
that's-
up.
I
It's a
expect to just
short.
be-
It's a short. I can't scroll on a short. I have to watch the entire thing.
That is funny.
You can scroll on a short.
Some of them,
Not
not
this
all
one.
of them.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I don't
Do they
know
have, like, a
how-
timeline.
I don't
Is
know.
there like a
I don't know what
timeline option
sets-
on like the upload thing? There's gotta be. Like
You
a
can also, if you know how
scrubber
to type a
option.
YouTube link, you can just change the thing to make it a YouTube video link, and then you can scroll it normally. Anyway, who cares? The next piece of news: Rick Ware Racing has announced that going to the 51 full time after they did their trade last year to put Corey LaJoie in the car. They're going to put Cody Ware in it instead. So Corey LaJoie, we don't know where he's at, but Cody Ware is going to be in the 51.
I don't know if that's an upgrade or a downgrade.
That's tough.
Me and Cody were saying, good thing he's been stacking pennies all these years because he'll need to eat this year.
He's gonna need to cash those things in soon to fucking feed himself.
We'll just go back to building seats.
From the NASCAR Cup Series to the coinstar to fucking.
I do think it's funny that he spent like 5 years bitching about not having good equipment, getting kicked out of the car once it became good equipment, and then now just being out of the Cup Series.
Listen, Rusty
Dude,
was
he-
never wrong.
Got replaced by someone who literally got like beat his girlfriend last year and got kicked out, and now he's back.
That was a few years ago, I thought.
It was 2 years ago now.
Damn, time flies.
Yeah, it was
Weird.
two.
That flies when you're beating your
Yeah,
girlfriend.
once it's 2 years or more, you're excused. Apparently,
That can't be a title, right? Like
Time
write it down
flies
just
when
in
I
you're.
didn't even
case.
hear it.
I said
What
time
was
flies
trying to
when you're
say.
beating your girlfriend.
Oh my god! Write it down.
all right. Hopefully that won't be it.
No, we gotta come up
GT's
with some better
GT's
than
hoping
that.
for the sake of his channel that we get
Yeah.
a better title than that.
next
We're
piece-
never beating the allegations.
The next piece of NASCAR news. This is 5 days old at this point, but it came out like right as we're dropping the previous podcast. NASCAR put up a big ass rules bulletin that Jeff Gluck outlined in a series of tweets, including the DVP, the damaged vehicle policy that everyone has hated since it got introduced, and it cost Matt Kenseth the run of the title, didn't it, or some shit like that? Anyway, they got rid of the stupid rule where you have to fix it in the pits within 5 minutes, and now you can actually just go
Good.
behind the wall and work on the car like it used to be.
And you can come back out
Yay.
like 20, 30
Yep.
laps down.
Yep, and you're not
Awesome.
just kicked out of the race,
Base.
which is
Oh,
based.
that's
which
good.
is
What about if
everyone
you're
wanted.
stuck in the grass? Are you still out for the race?
Actually, they've made an adjustment to that rule as
I
well.
was gonna say, yeah, they I don't actually know what it is because I don't have it up here, but
Good rule change for once. Shut up.
I think they
Yeah,
made
I
it
don't know all
easier
the rule
where you
changes,
get pushed to the pits right after you get stuck.
Although I say a good rule change when I should say it's just them getting rid of a rule that they changed.
Yeah, it's them going
initially.
back.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like the
Yeah.
Madden franchise. Like we're adding something that you used to have 20 years ago.
I'm curious to see which car is going to be the first one to like lose all the panels, put a bunch of just plain black on it, and just go back out there because it's going to look sick.
with the duct tape numbers. Oh, where's Caleb?
They changed the playoff waiver rules, so it used to be like if you had a medical reason to miss a race, like you break your leg like Kyle Busch, you can still win the championship. Whatever. And then they also granted reluctantly, like very reluctantly, said Larson could still drive for the title even though he missed the Coke 600 because he was supposed to be there. But they updated that and said that if it's a non-medical reason, you lose all your playoff points.
I think that's fine.
So I mean,
So-
that
It's a
Kyle
good
Larson can't do the
compromise.
double, or did they make that like
He-
a clause?
No, it's like if you miss a race.
It's if you get a waiver. No, it's not like you can't just miss a race. Still, it's like
if you miss a race but get a waiver, then
yeah,
you lose
if you miss
your
a
playoff
race and they
points.
say that you were supposed to race, like the Coke 600, he can still run for the title, but all of his previous playoff points get nuked.
That's
So he
kinda
has to,
Does
like,
that
start
include
from
future
scratch.
I
playoff
don't like
points as
that.
well?
That's really
Like, is it all of them?
Yes.
Okay.
It means that when you start the playoffs, you are like guaranteed like 0 playoff points.
I think that's a good compromise as opposed to
I think it's
not
stupid.
being in the playoffs.
Yeah.
I think it's
stupid.
dumb to have to be like, you have to do everything. Like, if Kyle Larson has a big enough lead to like not do a race, that's based. He should be able to not do a race. It's stupid. It's totalitarian.
I agree, but this is NASCAR.
They sort of changed the wording of the race manipulation thing. They said instead
I
of
saw the
artificially
provisional
altering
as well.
finishing positions, they now say you have to attempt to manipulate the outcome, which is interesting. And then the big thing is there's a 41st car rule. If someone is cool enough by NASCAR standards,
Not
like
Mike
Elio
Wallace.
Castroneves, but not Mike Wallace, even if he misses the race, he will still be allowed to race, but they don't get any points or money. He just kind of exists there to like promote the sport or whatever. So they still will want to race the car in, but if they don't, then I think they're trying to say like they don't want the teams to waste a bunch of money grabbing some famous guy to run a race and then him getting DNQ'd.
That's like
Now's a chance for a
That'd be bad for business.
supercars driver to crash it in qualifying on a road course only to win it and get nothing.
We call that the 2019 IndyCar Fernando
I was about to
Alonso.
say,
I
like-
was gonna say it sounds like a Penske-esque, like what everyone's getting
McLaren
mad
goes
about.
home.
where
and
they
that's
want-
the
they don't
most
want
like
people locked
memorable
in.
part of that weekend was McLaren getting
Yeah.
bounced.
It was like the David versus Goliath.
But the
A little
teams
tiny
could
team
look
beat the
bad.
fucking giant motorsports.
But
giants
that's the
that are
whole thing of
McLaren.
Indy 500. That's why even when they were talking about the charters, that they said
I think they're
everything
pandering to
but
big teams.
the Indy 500.
But that's just me.
If they made the Daytona 500 where you had to earn every spot, make the duels matter by like putting everybody in jeopardy for making the race, like it would be based. But no, we're too scared, we're too pussy. We our sponsors, we can't jeopardize our not having Kyle Larson in the Daytona 500. Well, guess what? If you wreck, then maybe don't be stupid next year. We'll be seeing you.
Plus, all you have to
Interestingly-
do is win a race anyways to get in the playoffs. So
Despite all this
Not
talk
anymore.
last year about them being like, oh, we might revise the playoffs, not a single thing about them in this new
Yeah, it's 26.
news thing. So
26.
Wait,
They're doing the whole thing over.
See, well, that made that
That's what we
decision
said
easy.
from the beginning was 2026 is the year they're getting rid of these playoffs. There's no way.
in other NASCAR news,
other.
did they update this? They put out a picture of Bowman Gray Stadium because they threw some fences up, some safer barriers and some catch fences for the Clash, since that's there now. And someone noticed immediately. Let me pull this up.
We have
Did
two
they fuck
Calebs.
it?
Oh, we do have two Calebs.
That's pretty funny.
Hold on, we have the technology.
We're back.
Sorry. So yeah, Bowman Gray, which looks kind of decrepit here, but they put up new walls, which still say like LA Coliseum on them, which is kind of funny. Someone pointed out that there is a hell of a wall kink going into turn 3 at Bowman Gray,
That's not gonna screw someone over at all.
because I guess they're working it around the actual like physical concrete stadium thing. But like if you go into here on the wall, you are just getting like angled into the next corner and taking out whoever's next to you.
That's
Or
more
if somebody gets
dangerous
turned
than
into that, it's just
having
death.
the safer barrier there. Am I wrong?
So here, let me see. They
Than
put
not
out a
having
new
it, you mean?
picture. See if we can
Or did they fix it?
enhance. No, that's
No,
still
that's
fucked.
they literally, it has to be like that because the stands like jut out right there.
Well, I don't know why they don't just I messed this up. Why don't they just draw a straight line from here to there and put the wall? Like, I don't know why they don't just do that, and then they don't have this
Yeah, as opposed
crazy
to having
angle.
it jut out. Well, the issue is you'd have to expand the safer barriers, and they're not built to
No, just
be that
literally
long.
draw a straight line from here to there. That's it. And just move the whole wall in. I don't know. Someone messed up.
I don't
Someone
know
didn't
why they
measure
need
correctly.
safer barriers to begin with. Like, we race late models and street stocks and all that around this track.
Dude,
Well,
that's
the next
what I'm
gen is
saying.
prone
I was about to
giving
say
people
they're
concussions, so.
in death traps, so I mean, I would feel better with.
But that track, you don't even go fast enough to even like have a significant impact.
I don't know. Can you
wall.
imagine someone getting turned and then backed into a concrete barrier in a next gen? Like, you're going to Kurt Busch land.
I'm just imagining fucking like you wake up strapped into a next gen and it's just fucking Jigsaw. Like,
Did I hear something? I literally, all I saw was like a thumbnail of some video. Like I didn't see anything beyond that of Kurt Busch being back or what's that about?
it's for
No, when Junior Motorsports put out their thing, people were like, Daniel Ricciardo, Kurt Busch, who's it gonna be?
okay,
It's like,
so
okay,
people
come on, bro.
speculating, okay.
Yeah.
well, no, Kurt Busch did get medically cleared to run. It's not NASCAR related, but it's some. What is it? It's some random little series that he's running in March.
Oh, that's fun. That's good. That's like
I
the
don't
sign of
know.
a recovery. We haven't heard that in a while.
It's medical clearance to race again. He will.
Oh,
It's
he's one of the
year's
Racer
Series
Champions.
Yeah,
That's a
for
pretty
Team
cool
USA.
thing.
All right.
Yeah.
That's fun. Yeah, he was a big Race of Champions guy back in the day.
He should enter into the Mars series.
That's a cool thing to make his comeback with. So him and Travis Pastrana are going to be Team USA again.
You are strapped into a 2022 Toyota Camry Next Gen at the Pocono Raceway, and it's going to back into the wall and effectively end your racing career if you don't
God.
do what I say.
Jesus.
Uh,
Proud of that one.
the next piece of news, the final piece of news.
Holy shit.
Too much news.
See, I told you we had a lot of talking points this week.
No, too many.
eNASCAR Coca-Cola iRacing Series still has the same guy making decisions in charge, and he decided this year that they would have 49 or they would have 50 guys advance, and there's only 40 slots available, and as such they would have to just sell themselves to these teams that we still don't know who all the teams are, to these esports teams, to try and get a ride in the Coke Series. And thereby, reportedly, the drivers are taking less money because they just want to actually get a seat, because they're not guaranteed a seat. And 9 guys are being sent home. One of them is already retired, which is why there are only like 49 guys really fighting
Quote,
for
unquote.
those seats.
He was racing yesterday.
Well, no,
Hey,
I'm
they
saying
did race yesterday.
Frisch, like, that's not, like, I'm saying there were 49 guys because someone else retired, like, earlier. I forget who it was. Shout out to them. Oh, it was Keegan, I think. But yeah, Frisch was one of 9 dudes who were just like, get fucked. You didn't get signed. No Coke Series for you. And they can, like,
Yeah, then
I
they
think
went on
accept a
Twitter and then
reserve driver
completely
role.
blacklisted themselves from getting signed ever again.
Yeah, and then Frisch made a big deal and was like, I'm not iRacing anymore. And then I raced last night. Still, tough system. And kind of insane, I think. I understand that you want your drivers to be marketable or whatever, but when they just have to, like, I just feel like they go into this thing so blind. Like, they don't even know who the teams are, and they just, like, I don't know who the teams are. Maybe they know who the teams are.
They know who the teams are.
And they just have to be like, sign me, please. And the big teams, like, want you to bring sponsors anyway, which, like, Coke drivers are already getting, like, vastly underpaid, and asking them to bring more money to the table is kind of insane. And then there's further speculation that the dude who runs the friggin' Hayak Motorsports esports thing, who was, like, the friend of an iRacing guy, has some like big vendetta against Travis and Mooncar and like purposefully wouldn't sign anyone who was affiliated with Mooncar, which is kind of
I'll say
insane.
that that's most likely not true
Okay.
because there were Mooncar drivers that were signed. So
The other teams.
not to that team, but
yeah.
iRacing. So
Yeah, of course. But anyway, more news will come out throughout the week. A bunch of teams have already dropped their lineups. Cozy's in the Coke series, so that's all that really matters to me.
yep.
If he deserves to be. Although with some of his tweets, it seemed like it was close. Like he almost didn't make it, which would have been insane. I would have started a riot if they
Yeah, I
made a
was about
system
to
where
say,
Cozy
we
was in the
would
Coke
have-
series.
Needed
If
to find an
Cozy was left
unsecured
out-
loading dock.
We would have marched on the eNASCAR capital, and I'll leave it at
Yeah.
that.
And it sucks that the team that he raced for 2 years is just backed out. Because it's probably not worth it, honestly, for the NASCAR teams
Well,
to
yeah,
have a
they
little
had
esports division.
I can't, like, again, I get that they had some confines to the system there, but I can't believe their solution to the teams are like too invested was, okay, let's devalue the drivers. It's like, okay,
It's
that's the best we could come up with.
it's such a weird system where, like, if you don't know, the teams that you see on the Coke Series broadcast where it's like Front Row Motorsports, Inspire, and whoever else, those guys aren't necessarily teammates, because there's like behind the scenes teams where they've got like 8 to 10 dudes like practicing all week and sharing setups and working together during the race, which is why you see friggin' Parker White and Steven Wilson and like Wyatt Tinsley, they're all working together even though they have different colored cars.
Well, you want to see why Tinsley working with him.
Well, that's true, yeah, because he didn't make it either.
He's also another guy that blacklists himself.
Is there any other esport that works like this? Does any other
No.
So
have
why?
these like shell teams that sort of act as like the marketing thing but not actually the teams?
I don't get why they string them along on 1-year deals every year. You're released into free agency at the end of every year, and I
No matter
get
what.
that. I get that to an extent because there's not the guarantee that you're going to be back. But if they get demoted from Coke, then just have that ride be open and be available to somebody who gets promoted from contender. I don't understand why we're not, like, when you sign it. I feel like it should be for multiple years because that's how you build up
Yeah, that'd be
brands. That's how you,
sick.
like, yeah, like Malik Ray's been the Spire 7 car. I have no clue what he drives now because it's Femi Olot or whoever. It's like there's just like you don't build any knowledge of who these people are. You just see their names in different cars and different sponsors every year, every week. It makes no sense.
I guess I don't know enough about other esports series to know how they run, but I
It
feel
is not like this.
yeah, this is not, whatever this is, it's not the answer.
Let alone having teams, but then you're having ghost teams that are
The
actually
ghost team
doing the work in
system's
the background.
insane.
I need one of you to tell me what car Malik Ray now drives in the Coke series. One
No
of
idea.
the biggest drivers in the Coke series, at least
I don't
think.
know, and
I don't follow
care.
Coke
He
series.
They
drives
talked
the
a bunch of
number
shit on
one.
Twitter. I know that.
For the
For
Las
who?
Vegas Inferno.
Yeah, okay.
Like, what the fuck are we doing?
It makes
It's
sense in the
broken.
road series. In the road series, they have friggin' Coanda run their friggin' dudes, and then there's like the Red Bull Verstappen guys, and then there's like the Williams guys. That makes sense. Why is the Oval series such a weird, like, fucked up system? Like, why don't you just have the real teams team up with esports teams where it's friggin' like Norse Force friggin' Junior Motorsports or whatever, and then they have
Yeah,
their cars, or like just get teams
doesn't-
that
Or
actually
make
want to
those
be
the
involved.
esports teams.
It just doesn't work. Whatever it is.
That's
it's
honestly
not
what I don't
working.
like the most, even, is like you will see drivers that are teammates that drive for the same team and they have no affiliation with one another.
Dude, they'll have
It's like, what?
beef with each other. It's like, what the
Oh,
what the
that's
fuck?
well, that's true to real life.
Yeah, okay. Except they like just don't share any time together. Anyway,
It's weird. It's dumb.
state of NASCAR esports.
I wonder if it has something to do with NASCAR themselves.
You think NASCAR gives a fuck about the Coke
Yeah,
series?
they
Like,
do.
They do, but
it needs to be.
they're boomers that are trying to
reevaluated.
control things. So like, all right,
So what you're telling me is we need to
give you money.
re-educate?
We're not going to care about it, but you got to have our teams in here per the charter.
Just work it out. They're not gonna reevaluate it ever, I don't think, or they'll do it very slowly.
I don't know why any driver wouldn't.
We'll
invest
make them
the
reevaluate
amount of
it.
time
How about that?
it takes to be a pro driver to do
If
that.
you want to
shit.
be a Coke Series driver, do something else with your time.
Do
dude.
something else.
The number of hours that these guys put in every week just to finish
nothing.
20th, and then not even get guaranteed a
17 cents
spot.
an hour to race.
Oh my god. They get paid like pennies, dude. They're stacking pennies, if that.
It was bad, and then they fucked up the supply and demand by giving us 50 drivers for 40 slots.
And now
Irregular
they'll
coinstar,
they'll
buddy.
take the lowest bidder. Like the teams will just be like, all right, who will take the friggin' minimum pay? Welcome to the car.
Who wants to get paid
And then not
$7.25
provide
an hour?
support all season. Sometimes even pay them late, really late. Anyway, that was the news. That was the first segment of our show. Next up, we have. Oh, you know what time it is.
You know what time it is. You know what time it is. You know what time it is. It's Drip or Drown. Drip or Drown.
Consistently, the Shrimp Hour song that gets the most stuck in my head.
It's Drip or Drown.
At least recently.
Week 48 or whatever it is in a row of asking for a full version of this.
There is one. It just won't see the light of day.
You have to pay
There's
for
plenty
it.
of things, that won't see the light of day. Dude, we should have a Shrimp Hours Christmas album next year. Like, we should just put a little special
Dude,
together.
Christmas versions of the theme songs would go crazy. Ben, get to it.
Yeah, just
All I have to do is just add fucking
Do
sleigh
it!
bells to everything.
Jingle bells, your shrimp.
Damn, Caleb. Jesus Christ. All right, I've got 4 cars to show you. That's all. First of all,
Better be that many emails too.
Junior Motorsports, number friggin' 40, Justin Allgaier, Traveler Whiskey, which is owned by some guy that apparently some people know. I think it was like a country music
Chris
artist.
Stapleton, yeah.
Apparently,
Sure.
some guys, some people know.
You're as smooth
I didn't know. I'll say
as
that much.
Tennessee whiskey.
So yeah.
Shout the Traveler.
That says Traveler. I don't know if you can read, but
Well, the A's cut off.
Yeah, they did get like hood vented here.
so
I
did
just-
half the entire field. Welcome to the piece of shit next gen race car that has nothing good about it.
It's just there's nothing Junior Motorsports about it. I don't know what they could
No.
have done differently, but it just kind of exists. The number
Well, it
outlines
has-
go hard. I do enjoy that a lot.
It has huge logos. It has a double-digit number. I mean, there's no room for paint scheme on it. And welcome to another reason why having
I like the big
four
logos.
numbers is. I mean,
That's
I
one
like
of the
them
reasons
too,
where I
but
was like,
there's-
"Oh, this is a Ryan Williams job," is because this shit almost touches the Goodyear logo, which is awesome. But that's not awesome. The hood vent cuts. I don't know. It just kind of
there's
exists.
just
It
no
looks
room
like-
for scheme.
When Caleb said it looks like an NR kid car, I was like, yeah, absolutely. This looks like some friggin' Stunod Racing Junior Motorsports Cup car. And it's like,
But
Yeah,
you
and I
know
don't-
what? That's better than most of the field out there right now. So
that's true.
I don't want it to be a diss on Red Rocket Nut of the Year award winner Ryan Williams, but I think it's just
not bad.
it's proven that these designers are forced into a box based on these shitty guidelines and what they have to work with, and it's just not great.
They did update some of the guidelines for this season, and we will get to that with the next car. Cole Custer in the Haas Factory Racing 41.
Dude,
Sporting
What
one of
is
the
that
brand
number
new
font?
logo placements, where the teams are now allowed to put logos on the roof in front of the number, which is very interesting.
What on God's green earth is that number font?
So, I was like, yeah, okay, that's kind of weird, instead of the usual Stuart Haas thing. And then someone pointed out that it's literally the Haas
H, yeah.
H with an extra line in it, and I was like, oh, okay, that's actually kind of sick. Like, this is literally,
Oh.
you know what the Haas logo looks like?
Oh yeah.
like this. It's literally that, but with an extra line here to make the 41, which is kind of sick. They did have to angle this, the hosstooling.com, to hell and back.
Yeah, that is tough.
Dude, so I
It's a little
shared
too
this.
leaned for me.
I was awake when they announced this scheme this morning, and my first reaction was just like the Tales from the Crypt, Joe Pesci, just, what the fuck is this piece of shit? Like, I put that in the group
It's
chat
not that
immediately.
bad.
It's, dude,
I
look at
don't
that
like how
roof.
slanted
Look at that fucking
shit
roof.
is.
The roof is kind of crazy, and they got this thing squished like a Truck Series number to fit all these logos up here.
Dude, why are we allowing logos where the name banner, nothing is sacred anymore? They hate us.
Capitalism. It's what
Because
built
they
the
need to
sport.
provide value for the shareholders.
Why is everything, the number is leaned towards the rear of the car, the logo is leaned towards the front, and then the text is leaned towards the back again? What is happening here?
It's leaned so far back that it might as well be a door number.
Why is the text lean like more than last year?
Oh, that's so
Just to
obnoxious.
match this? It's just so far over.
Yes.
I don't know. Anyway, shout out
This is
to
going to
Haas.
be one of those cars that, like, by week 3 in Vegas, it's going to be completely different than what they unveiled it as, because they realize, oh, we can't read what that says on the side. There's just nothing recognizable about it.
You have to, like,
I think one of the
tilt your head and
craziest things.
squint.
One of the craziest things about this graphic is they have the normal Haas tooling text down here, and then just right next to the completely fucked up one.
That is weird.
I don't know what's wrong with this text being on the side of the car, the way that it looks here.
They just
Instead of
didn't
leaning this
design
back.
around it. Like, I feel like they, like,
Yeah,
you
but like
see how
this on this
would be
side
perfect. I know.
matches
it would
the
be
4
great.
perfectly.
It's brain
That's
damage
weird.
design work.
The 41 is actually a unique number in that I saw Skylar Fox did a 41 car. And I didn't realize this until I saw this, but the 41 is one of those unique numbers where if you like, this is just Skylar Fox, this guy on Twitter who designs stuff, where if you lean this number back and you've got the 1 leaning back, on the other side of the car, you can lean the number the same way, and this edge of the 4 will be angled like the 1 on the other side, and he actually like got it to look all cute side to side. I could have done more.
That's half
Could've
the
done more.
Cup Series field for the last 5 years could have done more. There's not been a good looking car in 10 years. The series is dead.
William Sawalich is bringing his sponsor Sound Gear to the 18 Xfinity car.
I retract my
That's-
statement. That's kind of based.
Add sound gear.
This thing Soundhead would actually go kind of hard.
We might need the
Uh,
Soundhead NASCAR
This
Legends
is kind
car.
of cool. It's a good looking car with
Yeah.
the orange and pops.
That's
The
what I said. I
logo's
retract
probably
my
not very
statement. NASCAR's
visible, but-
back. We're back.
Yeah, you're
Based
not
off
going to
the
be
sound
able to
of-
see who that sponsor is on TV.
Yeah, whatever. You'll know who it is because I already like kind of recognize this from his ARCA shit. Yeah, Sawalich, and he always loves this. Whatever
You know
Sound
what
Gear
car it
is.
is.
Wallach.
You know what car it is.
There are now like a certain selection of names that I like
Saying the
just hear in a certain voice.
Sheldon Creed.
Sheldon
Also,
Creed, I
if
always
you-
think of
Vince Welsh.
Vince Welch, but William Sawalich, I now think of like Jamie Little in my head saying William Sawalich, which is unfortunate.
Also, I like how the ethanol green thing is there, but yet the ethanol is not happening.
So yeah, a lot of these 3D models, I speak from experience, have the ethanol ring like built into it. So it'll be like really hard for them to switch over. Same with iRacing on the new cars. Now that that's not a thing, maybe they'll just leave it green so that the fuel guy can see it, even though it's not ethanol branded. Who knows? Do they have it on this guy? They just don't even show you that side of the car.
Can't see.
Haas can't be bothered. And yeah, they just have the little hole.
Well, Ryan Williams
Uh,
has been very vocal about getting rid of that thing, so that doesn't surprise
Well,
me.
I think it's cool to get rid of it and let the teams put whatever color they want there if they want anything.
Put a sponsor there.
Shut up. It makes sense though, kind of like the where the jack goes, like you can just kind of do something
Yeah.
there to make
Yeah,
it
do something
visible.
Michael McDowell was driving a blaster car. This was one of our
Mm.
one
Dude,
of our
that might be a
high
nut of the year.
nuts.
Yeah, that might be
pretty
a
sick.
nut of the year contender. That thing looks sick.
So this was it's the same
Early
paint
nut of the
scheme
year.
that was on the 78 and something else last year. I forget what. Maybe it was on a Stuart Haas car if I remember correctly, but this was originally on a BJ McLeod car. And
Last
this
year?
was 2 years ago, I think. It was a high nut either way. We did enjoy it.
I think it was
so-
only BJ McLeod. Oh no, it was Front Row Motorsports.
That's what it was. It was
With
a front row
McDowell.
car. Yeah, I remember it being on some random thing. I guess they like McDowell now because they're with him on Spire. But yeah, that's your Drip or Drown for this week.
I tweeted that this 71 blaster car out because it like with the furniture row font looks exactly like the Eric Jones 5 Hour Energy car from like 2017.
Yeah. I did
Also,
see
is it
that.
just me
It's
or
a
is
little
it
bit like
frozen
that.
for everyone?
Yeah, DT's stream's also dead for me.
What do
Maybe a
you
little
mean?
frozen.
Yeah, it's frozen for me.
It says it's working fine. My
It'll
ass.
fix itself.
You know what time it is. You know, god damn it, it's stuck in my head.
That's a good song. Is it working now?
DT's hamster.
Okay. No, it wasn't. It was
Get
the
a new
software. It was
hamster.
actually the software's fault.
Get a new hamster.
2 minutes of football. Go.
Oh.
Cody
The Green Bay
Razzed.
Packers have been eliminated. The Minnesota Vikings have
Oh,
been
shout
eliminated.
out, by the way, to a blatant
That's true.
helmet-to-helmet on the opening kickoff, which caused a fumble, which the Packers returner then recovered on the ground with defenders touching him before a dog pile started, in which they concluded, oh, actually, the Packers lost the ball. 7 seconds into the game. And I just want to point out, in every other context, the overwhelming consensus is fuck the refs, fuck the refs, fuck the refs, fuck the refs. The moment something gets single-handedly like fucked over from the refs in relation to the Packers, then all of a sudden it's, yeah, that was kind of a bad call, but you should have scored more points to compensate the refs fucking you.
All
I
right,
agree
that
with
was
that.
2
Like
minutes
20.
of football.
Real fast before we move on here.
I'm glad I wasn't in there for that game.
I just want it to be known that we entered wild card weekend with 7 shrimp teams out of 14, and we are down to 4 out of the entire grid left. Like literally everybody got first rounded.
Well, we have what? Eagles,
Eagles, Commanders,
Lions.
Lions, Chiefs. That's literally it. That's the only
yeah, the
shrimp
buying
teams.
guys. Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the commies.
Blake is out.
Woo!
Cody's out. Rusty's out. Those might be the only
Blake.
3 actually.
Oh,
I
did say
said Blake.
Blake.
That's literally the first name I said. If you would listen, but
I'm in. Go
You know.
commies.
All right.
oh yeah, I forgot.
Uh,
Yeah, Ben's a commies fan now.
Oh yeah, shout out to the wildfires that had.
Hold
to,
on,
like,
hold on, hold on.
Get the
Oh,
LA game like
boy.
moved.
Did you hear what's insane about that move? A lot of people had their home insurance canceled last year because of the like increasing rate of fires, and all the insurance companies were like, "Actually, it would be expensive to insure your homes." Get
What?
fucked.
Oh my god, that's an RG3
Oh
jersey.
my god.
Put on
Put
the
logo.
RG3 jersey.
Yeah, show those.
My
sleeve
friend got
logo.
it to me and crossed out the word and put Browns on it.
Show the sleeve logo.
Did
That's
RG3 ever
coming back
play
next
for the
year.
Browns?
Yeah.
Oh, he was a part of the 0-16 team, wasn't he?
Uh-huh.
Oh damn.
That's based.
Anyway, State Farm was a big one that canceled a bunch of people's home insurance in LA. And then their
Like a
shit
good
burned
neighbor,
down and then
State
got
Farm
fucked.
isn't there.
So in response to the fires in LA, the Chargers game was played in Arizona in State Farm
It's Rams.
or Rams, whatever.
Ram
on the
Ranch.
Friggin' State Farm Stadium or whatever. So yeah, get fucked. All right, on to Animal Planet.
Can we just skip Animal Planet? Like, unless Cody has something generational here, we all know what we have to do.
Well, yeah, that's gonna be Animal Planet.
I have a quick one before we get started.
Oh, okay.
with
Never
that.
mind.
It's like there's nothing overwhelmingly animalistic about the New Mexico trip, despite how long it was.
Other than the
But
fact that it was a week and a half.
when I first got there, to the hotel that I stayed at for like 11 days straight, literally. Apparently, for the first couple days, they were having either water pipe issues leading out to the street, or they had replaced a hot water heater. So they told me it was only gonna be like for the first couple minutes or whatever, like of running the water. The water might turn just a little like off color, but if you just run it, it'll clean.
What?
Oh no.
So
You
I
got the Flint water?
I ran the water for like 2 hours straight. I don't know if when we were doing the gift opening for the Shrimpmas, like that's when I had first gotten to the hotel. I don't know if you like saw me just getting up and going back and forth a bunch. That was me going and like continuing to check the water to see if it was
Oh, I was
clear.
wondering why you
That
kept
I was just
moving, man.
that was just leaving it running. So literally, like as that was
Do a
happening,
picture.
I might have a picture, but long story short, it eventually got worked out. Like the water started coming through clear and everything got fixed up. But pretty much for the first like day and a half, like my
Dude, you got the
Here,
ghost game Dookie water in the
I was
sink.
You got the
literally gonna
dirty
say,
water.
like I was gonna say, oh shit, I sent that at the wrong.
That's the wrong.
place.
I can get it. I got it.
But yeah, like literally, my hotel room was fucking haunted. Like, it was
Dude, that's
the
not
fucking-
looking good, dude.
It was.
Dude, you
it
got
was
the
Put it on the screen.
chocolate.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Trouble.
Yeah, that is not looking good.
For what it's worth, even though I didn't pay for the hotel, even though work pays for the hotel, I pretty much eventually got like a 2-day refund for basically saying like, hey, if need be, I can go out and sleep in my car. Like a lot of the cost of a hotel is like being able to have access to water and like, take a shower, which I was
Yeah.
then unable to do. And yeah, they gave me a refund for like 2 days.
That's kind of nice if the work paid for
Alright.
the hotel and they gave you 2
They
days
gave you the
back.
money?
Well, no, I think I just still have to submit the same shit into work for the invoice. So I'm not
Bless.
like getting free money. I just made it way
Oh.
cheaper for
We got
work.
fraudster.
Oh,
Cody.
okay. Well, who cares about Flow Racing's income?
I do. The better that company does, the better chance I have of getting a raise or promotion.
Get a real job.
I forgot where your username was in that Discord where you
Yeah, I'll
posted that.
fucking-
It's
I'll
foul.
receipt check Harry Underwood.
All right.
I see dirty water in my hotel.
All right. So for the next half of Animal Planet, I think we've talked about this before. Someone came up with a stupid idea.
It was me. I have suggested for like a year, like almost on a weekly basis.
We've made a lot of jokes about us being autistic.
Today
Well,
we
we
find
wanna
out
put
if
it
they
to
were
the
actually
test.
jokes.
Cody has sent us a link, or sorry,
No, that was
Caleb has sent us a link on Cody's suggestion to an online assessment for adult autism. We are each going to answer these questions
Or do we all have
and
to
go
each
over
individually
our
click
results.
this
Yeah.
link?
There's 30 questions. Everyone open the link. It's in general. I'm
So we're
gonna
just gonna
stream
do
mine.
this together. Okay.
Yeah, but answer like truthfully to yourselves, and then we can go over our results together.
All right, hold on. Let me get
And,
this up.
This is so stupid.
We find out once and for all. No memeing, just real.
This is the
autism.
moment of truth. Yeah.
Not a diagnosis, but listen, I maintain that the shrimp certified autism test stands, where it's like race cars, monster trucks, wrestling, anime, large transportation
Trains.
vehicles like trains or planes. If you've got 2 of those 5, I got bad news for you.
The Venn diagram fucking is overwhelmingly overlapping.
The more that you have, those they're just your friggin' what are they called? The stones, the infinity stones. If you start collecting more of those, you just become like super powered.
Supertism.
All right, when do we start taking this?
Okay. Question 1, if everyone has it up,
Yeah, I got it.
is I prefer to do things on my own rather than with others.
Alright.
Alright.
I'm
Alright,
gonna
answered.
slightly agree. Question 2. I guess I won't share my answers. I prefer doing things the same way. For example, my morning routine or my trip to the supermarket.
Why do I feel all these are just gonna be like slightly agree for like every single question?
you're
Question
autistic.
3. I find myself becoming strongly absorbed in something, even obsessional. 4. I'm very sensitive to noise and will wear earplugs or cover my ears in certain situations. 5. Sometimes people say I'm being rude even though I think I'm being polite.
I can already see where this is going.
you can tell what the right and wrong answer is to each of these questions.
It's just trying to like lean you into a direction.
Question 6. I find it easy to imagine what characters from a book might look like.
It's a weird specific.
Oh, no, this is good. I like that there's finally some that aren't like cut and dried. 7. I find it easy to talk in groups of people. 8. I am more interested in finding out about things than people. Ooh.
I love finding out about things.
No, that's a fun question.
I have to like think.
All right, I'm
about
on
it for a
question
second.
9.
Question 9. I find numbers, dates, and strings of information fascinating.
Oh, we know
Okay,
Caleb's
shit.
stance
Yeah,
on this one.
Yeah, that's
What the fuck are you on about?
Wait, what is that a reference to?
like NFL stats and shit and NASCAR
Oh,
stats.
shit, I didn't even think about that.
Oh, no.
Oh, I might have. Dude, can I go back? Are we allowed to go back?
If you have to go back, can you go back?
I don't
Where's
think
my-
so.
Okay, well,
How do you-
consider your answers. before you
Restart it.
answer.
Just answer every single question.
Yeah, we're not doing
The
this.
same.
Question 10. I prefer non-fiction books and films to fiction. (11) I find it upsetting if my daily routine is upset or changed. 12. It's difficult for me to understand other people's facial expression and body language. 13. I don't have any problems making small talk with new people. I don't have any problems.
That's a
If you have
Making
new
s-
people, can you talk to them? Like, can you make small talk with new people?
Okay, hold on.
I don't have any problems with saying I'm good at it. So I'm good at making small talk with new people.
I think DT just exposed himself
Yeah,
to some being
DT
able to
is-
understand.
I'm trying to figure
well,
out
it
the
was
double negative
badly
here.
worded. That's what
It's
that was.
really badly worded.
That was a single negative. It was fucking.
Yeah,
you're
you
Well,
guys
if you
are
overthinking it.
disagree
stupid.
with a don't, all right, whatever. 14. I notice very small changes in a person's appearance. Some Sherlock shit. When I was young, I used to play lots of Let's Pretend or imaginary games.
What kind of British
weird.
ass question is this?
What's British about that? You're biased because it's a .co.uk.
I was about to say the co.uk thing at the top.
Yeah. 16. I like collecting information about things I'm interested in.
Move along, move along, move along.
17. I like meeting new people.
I will say though, I'm not like.
I need a
revealing too
neutral
much.
option on some of these.
I
Yeah.
feel like I've
Yeah.
either said slightly agree or slightly disagree for each one. I don't
Yeah,
know if
you're
I've said like,
Biased.
nah, hold on.
I don't know if I've strongly.
we all
gone
There's
with-
some
question-
stats that you strongly agree on. All right, 18.
Are we question 18? Okay, hold on. I'm behind.
How are you behind?
Because I had to
Follow the
figure out if I
class.
like meeting new people. DT said it right. We need a neutral. I don't give a fuck
Question
about
18.
meeting.
People close to me say I talk about the same things repeatedly.
Move along, move
Hey, do you know what that
along.
reminds me of? The Packers.
Cody, you need to definitely agree on
I
that. If you-
absolutely. do.
Okay, good.
Why do you think I made that joke?
Question 19. I find it easy to work out what people are thinking or feeling just by looking at their facial expressions. 20. New social situations make me feel anxious. 21. It's important to me to carefully plan any activities that I'm going to do.
Now, is this like activities or like what, like work shit?
Activities like
Like,
things that you
what
have to
you're
go
doing,
to, where you're going to go, when you're going to do things, especially like long trips and stuff.
Okay.
22. I find it hard to work out what people's intentions are. 23. I would find it really hard to play imaginary games with children.
I love playing imaginary games with children.
24. I'm a good diplomat and can help ease difficult social or work situations. 25. I'm often the last person to understand a joke. 26. I like doing things spontaneously. 27. If I'm interrupted doing something, I find it hard to get back to what I was doing beforehand. 28. I notice patterns in things all the time. And penultimate, 29. I have some very strong interests and get upset if I can't pursue them. And final question, I can tell if someone I'm talking to is getting bored.
Moment of truth here, gentlemen.
All
All
right.
right, gentlemen. The results
Click the button.
are in.
Oh
Okay.
no! Oh
So-
no!
It gives you a scale of 0 to 30.
Oh no! Trouble.
What's your number, boys?
Okay, so I'll start because it's already
go
on the
in order.
screen.
Yep.
I got a 16 out of 30, which is a borderline indication.
All right, I got a 14 out of 30.
Oh.
I got an 18 out of. It's still in the borderline category. Oh, okay. What do we got? Please tell me it's in the 20s.
30 out of 30.
I am at 22 out of 30.
Yeah.
This guy's strong likelihood. Oh my god.
What should
You're
I do
not
now?
doing the allegations.
Yeah, let's start reading
What
up
should
on
Caleb do?
where do we go.
Please
from
remember
here?
that this test only indicates the common signs of autism based on your experiences. The result is not a clinical diagnosis and doesn't necessarily mean you are autistic.
However, people who
However-
report scores like yours often benefit from an autism attack.
All right. Well,
I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. I mean, I know I'll preface by acknowledging I'm going to be incredibly simplifying it. But isn't autism nowadays basically, hey, I'm very passionate about a certain hobby and I'm slightly awkward in like massive social situations? Isn't that
All it
basically
is,
like
it's
the
like-
extent of it? I get I'm oversimplifying it, but it's like, is that really debilitate anyone?
well, those are some of the signs that you may be
I mean,
autistic.
I mean, like,
Listen,
I've never-
borderline shrimps may be borderline autistic, except for Caleb, who
Except
might be
for-
strong.
Caleb, who is?
I've admittedly never
God
been like,
damn it.
I've admittedly never been huge on like big crowds per se, but like you guys were like, we went to the Indy 500, one of the biggest crowds ever. It's not like I was like, "Ugh, people,
Yeah, it's because we were
ugh,
hyper
people,
fixated.
ugh."
Yeah, we were hyper fixated
like-
on the cars.
That versus like being at a party with a bunch of people you don't know, and you're in like a circle of like eight
that's
people.
my thing. Literally, like New Year's this year, I went to a party. I didn't know anybody, and I just
Dude, the
yeah,
worst.
it was
when you're in
over.
a circle of like 6 dudes, and you're just like, oh.
Or you're on a double date and you start joking with your girlfriend in front of her and make the other person feel incredibly awkward. Start
That's
that
one of
behavior.
those parties where
My-
you find the pet and all right, you're my friend.
That's literally what
Yeah,
I
just
did.
hang out with
yeah.
a dog.
You might be autistic.
Dude.
Strong
you get along
indication.
with the-
My dead giveaway was for years, like obviously with the shrimps, I feel like we have so many inside jokes that I pick up on everything super easily, but like at work or like in school for years, like people would make jokes all the time and I just wouldn't even register that they were jokes. It was like,
Oh
God damn.
no.
Oh, I pick up on jokes pretty quickly. That wasn't one of the
Yeah, I
questions
feel
I
like
had
that.
this
Yeah,
year.
I think that's what saved me is that and like understanding facial expressions and like stuff like that. Like I'm not lost there.
What's funny though is that some of those questions are like you might
Yeah, you can
perceive
figure out what
yourself
you-
as being able to read facial expressions.
That's
But
true.
yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
I have no idea. Well, I've never had problems with it. I've never
As
had
far
a
as you
thing where
know.
like I thought someone was like felt some type of way about me, and then they actually like.
Can we
did or
keep a
didn't.
list of our high scores of the autism assessment and just
Yeah,
have
I'll put a
everybody
What
do
was it?
leaderboard.
14, 16, 18, and 22.
Stuff. But not unexpected.
God damn it.
We might have to. You might have to put that in the Shrimp Discord and get everyone to try it and make a leaderboard.
Shrimp playoff
Shrimp
bracket.
autism leaderboard.
I think there's the title right there.
Yep.
Shrimp autism leaderboard.
All right, Caleb's got the high score.
God damn it.
All right, that was Animal Planet. It's time for the media check-in.
Do you know what time it is?
It's time to make a media check-in song.
It's
I
media
will say,
check.
I'll think about it.
I know we talk about Ghost Game every week, but we literally went immediately from Ghost Game session into podcast.
And we're going
Dude,
right back.
you
Let's
guys-
podcast.
We're going straight back to.
If you guys were wondering I found this out after we recorded the show. If you're wondering why Cody wasn't saying anything and was just clicking around, this motherfucker was playing Phasmophobia
Oh my
while we were
God.
recording the podcast in his hotel room.
I
Listen.
didn't know that.
You get bored in fucking lonely
Cody, you might
New
have a
Mexico
problem.
hotel room.
I thought he
I
was
was
really
bored.
quiet.
There's nothing to do. We had like 4 off days in a row. And I
Dude,
gotta
you
take
have,
it-
did
you have
snow
too
a
much.
bunch.
You have dirty water in real life to go resolve before you fucking play.
Your shit is muted,
Phasmo.
by the way, Cody. We cannot hear your ass.
Fuck! I accidentally muted. Adjusted.
All right, hold on. Real fast. Can I get everybody's scores one more time? Cody, you were 18.
Yes.
DT was 16,
I think so, yeah.
Yes.
and then Ben was 14. Dude, that surprises me. Ben has to be like. I thought Ben would be like 28.
He's off the charts.
Look, I might
Yeah,
not be
he's
autistic,
34.
but my social
Huh?
skills are in
Yeah.
the brain.
Speaking skills, too. Sorry, Ben.
Rough life.
These things happen.
Cody, while it snowed in New Mexico and his shit got delayed, leveled
literally
up
snowing. I was snowed
leveled
in.
up like 20 times over on freaking Phasmophobia.
It was like 15. I'm like 15.
Still. This guy was just
Not a
sitting
lot
all
better.
day just grinding Phasmo.
Hey,
And still wanted to do it during the podcast, which is kind of crazy.
some days you gotta grind Phasmo.
I'm gonna grind you.
Oops, I have 2 of these open. There we go.
I have been playing more Stalker 2. In fact, that's what I came back from
Is
the
it still
pod for.
crashing on you?
No, actually what's funny is like I think I'm past the midpoint of the game and it's running way smoother than it was at the beginning of the game.
You'd think they want to
There's-
do it the other way around to keep people playing the game.
Yeah. But
Did they update
I mean,
it or something?
the story has gotten a lot more interesting.
In other media check-in news, I think we talked to you the last week or 2 weeks ago about those guys that stuck the GTA 4 map into GTA 5. Take-Two Interactive did not take very kindly to that existing, and apparently their project has been shut down already. But I did download it before they died because I knew it was going to go down. And it's kind of fun. There's not much to do because there's no like missions or anything. But you can just, in GTA 5, just run some fucking police chases in New York City, which is kind of sick.
Nice.
And they've got like a bunch of the GTA 4. They've got all the radio stations, and they've got, I think, all of the cars, too. But it's still like GTA 5 physics, so it's not like the boats, the fucking, like, impossible to drive GTA 4 ones.
But I love the GTA 4 physics.
Dude, we gotta rip
would.
some GTA 5 here.
I was thinking, dude, when we're done core, we might have to make another GTA core race. If we can get enough dudes. I'm just so worried that we won't have enough dudes all the time.
We'll never have core people together again after Atlanta, so we gotta strike while the
It
iron's
is
hot.
true. Core season 7 is a final season of core.
Really?
It's dead
no.
forever.
Well,
we'll see.
maybe. It's not looking good.
To be fair, season 4 or whatever was supposed to be the last one, and then Ben revived it. So maybe if
I
we have
did.
We
another,
may be back.
if we have another hostile takeover. If you want to take over Core, send
Well, I
in an
think-
email to shrimphourspresents@gmail.com.
If we
it
also
all
just-
depends on how good NASCAR 25 is and if it's going to be on PC.
If we, well, I'm thinking
Do
at
it
this
on
point
World
we-
of Outlaws game.
we may not do a summer series, but if we don't, then like the hunger for Core is going to be immense by the time the next year comes
Insatiable.
around.
Yeah, maybe we've been
So-
getting too much core with the summer series.
Well, I don't, maybe, but yeah, but we also get around to the summer and then everyone starts getting the hunger back. Like it's a perfect amount of time where people are like, ooh,
You don't want too much. You want them leaving. You want them.
want 'em to be
You want
a
to leave them
wanting
wanting more.
mess.
Jesus, I guess I'm not. Ben ain't the only one that can't talk.
For the last piece of the media check-in, I want to do something else special this week. We're really blowing our load on all our fun bits this week. But I mentioned last week that we had permission from Ed, now that he's alive and
Oh
back,
no!
to
Oh,
just go
no.
through some of the comments on his final video before
Breaking
his
Bad.
No,
big
no, no,
break.
no, not as final.
His final
back.
before he came back.
Bitch, let me finish my sentence.
Okay.
Because the
Sorry,
comments,
it's the autism.
I just want to say, I can see why Ed wouldn't want to make another video when he gets these kinds of comments, because the kids, like we talk about insatiable, these kids were
They're ruthless.
foaming at the mouth for more Soundhead videos.
Dude, I
Holding
just
at the mouth.
I imagine Ed logging into his YouTube channel just being like the Coraline dad meme where he's just staring
Yeah,
at the
just like-
computer.
Like, these kids are diabolical, I tell you. Should I show these on the screen or should I just read them out?
No,
Show 'em on the
throw him on the
screen.
screen, yeah.
Out these kids.
Just don't mind my suggestions. Shout out to this no views video. on
you
my
can-
Dude, I've been
Dude.
getting tons of those of just
No
like 20
view- like,
views.
Jesus Christ.
right,
The top comment was a solid, like, wherever you are, Ed, I hope you're doing fine. You can return to YouTube. 100 replies. People just being like, I missed him. I miss him. I wonder what's happening.
Or see a mountain lion comment.
And there's, dude, they all try to be all freaking, oh, we all miss you, Ed. We all miss you. Someone said he hasn't uploaded because he's getting tired of NASCAR, which is kind of fair,
That's
but not
honestly
exactly.
based.
I
I'm
really
thinking
hope
he
the worst
quit-
hasn't happened to him. I really hope he's okay. I'm thinking he quit or possibly legal trouble. 4 of us. Like, where do these people come up with it? This is my favorite part about this, is like kids given enough time and enough just like need
Imagination.
for stupid content. It's like not calling his content stupid, but just the need to have like content fed to them, is they will just come up with some insane reasons. Someone said he's still active on Twitter a year ago, which is true.
Yes,
I did drop
died
a
on-
check by a vote on he has died, unfortunately, which this guy just like,
Wait, really? And the comment after that, unfortunately, yes.
this guy said, how do you know that? And he said he literally just retweeted a thing. He said one of his close friends told me he passed away.
Yeah, Caleb, wasn't that Caleb?
Yeah. So Joseph Marin is the guy that found my personal Facebook and DM'd me asking if Ed was still making videos, and I told him he was dead.
Which, by the way, absolutely
do
did
that.
not help
Do not-
with Ed's comeback.
It
Do
did
not reach out.
Definitely
I-
made it a lot worse.
definitely-
I
extended it.
I was about to say I single-handedly added another 6 months to the video wait list. And I
not
There
reach
was
out.
the one kid that Ed was dead. This guy dropped a fucking dude is dead.
Do you like that comment, by the way? Does that
Yeah.
thumbs up I see?
Someone said a lot of YouTubers are disappearing.
Maybe because they are burnt out.
And hate
Soundhead
NASCAR.
Someone
died.
said he made a video on his other channel. I don't actually know what that is even referring to.
No, he didn't.
Did Sound Space Head die? Dude, they keep going.
Now he just sounds
Dude,
unhappy and depressed.
This is an like, dude, never don't put this in the comments section of anyone that you respect. This guy said, guys, I don't blame him if he quit. If you go back to videos 4 or 5 years ago, he sounds so happy. Now he just sounds unhappy and depressed.
Projecting.
Yeah, that is projecting at its finest.
Can you imagine getting that fucking comment? That's fucked. This guy says, I have a theory. Sometimes Google deletes accounts and he might have had to make a new YouTube channel. Yeah, they deleted sounds. This guy says, yeah, maybe.
On his video.
If he had died, I'm pretty sure that a YouTuber in his area of YouTube would make a video about what happened to Soundhead Entertainment to clarify what is going on. But
Gone too early, Ed Soundhead.
Gone too soon.
Yeah, gone too soon.
That would be a good April Fool's video.
Well,
Oh, that would have been a good April Fool's video.
the thing about Ed is if Ed, like, actually died, we wouldn't know. We don't, like...
We have joked about that many times in Shrimp.
We don't even know his name.
We like are
It
close
would
with each
just
other
be
on
like...
the internet, but if we died in real
No
life,
idea.
like,
We would not
who
have a
would-
clue.
like my mom, like I tell her about you guys, but my mom would not know like how to go onto my computer, log
No
onto my
way.
Twitter, go into the DMs, like,
Yeah.
hey guys, just a heads up, this is Cody's mom, like. Like you guys are just not here for me for like 5 years. Be like, damn, Cody must really fucking hate us. We must have made fun of the Packers. a
Maybe
little
that's what
too
happened
hard.
to Rusty.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened to Rusty.
We've moved on from the Ed's dead meta to Rusty's dead.
I got a mix of people saying, like, where is he? And some people saying, like, he's still on Instagram. He's still posting on Twitter. At least we
Yeah.
still have the old videos.
Dude, I know this is kind of unrelated.
Oh, and this
But,
is when he made his community post. Everyone's like, oh, he's back.
I know it's kind of unrelated, but there was one comment on my newest video. Just once again, you experienced the YouTuber burnout. Like you've just put out so much content, like you just kind of run out of ideas. You're just busy with real life too. And yeah, I finally get done like posting that fucking Phoenix vlog that I had like taken literally a year to edit because I was just so busy with work. And yeah, one of the comments was, well, at least he finally uploaded.
That's crazy.
Sort by newest, by the way, DT.
I also hate the, like, oh, he remembered his YouTube password. God, I hate fucking commenters. Do you put something in
You're
your
a
account?
hater.
No, I'm just saying.
Long
like, these
time,
are really...
Ed. We miss you, man. Hope you come back.
After he's already back, that's crazy.
It's crazy. After you're, everyone's like, yeah, he came back.
Yeah, go before he came back, because this is where you get the good stuff.
Well, he'd already like put out his community post by then. Oh my God! Some guy wrote an essay.
One
He
of your
said,
many
from one of your
faithful-
many faithful fans. All we ask is that you give us one more notification where we smile, one more time where we laugh so hard we pee our pants. What?
What?
Yo.
We're not peeing our pants watching Soundhead videos, my friend.
Well, Caleb's mattress would say otherwise. But...
Dude, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, look at that stain right there. Look at that stain just to the left of his face. It looks like he spilled chili on his fucking mattress.
Dude, stop.
Someone copy and pasted his entire community post into his comment section, which is crazy work. Let me see right before he came back.
Is this king dead?
Oh, that's when he came back.
God
Can
damn
you
it.
do
Can
a
you do
face
face
reveal?
reveal?
After not uploading for 2 years.
What has happened to Ed with 4 replies?
Oh no.
Where in the world
What
is
the
Carmen
fuck?
Ed Diego?
This motherfucker's writing in Greek, dude.
What does he say?
Someone said that he is online often in his friends list. He can take a break. That's fair. Another Greek watching
Based.
Ed. Oh, these guys, dude, they should have a Greek connection in here.
Damn.
Dude,
That's the Greeks.
yeah, the Greeks. I think he did.
Bro, what the hell?
Yeah, that might be
Yeah.
it.
What?
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Oh, no, this is in response to someone else. We're missing a piece of the puzzle there.
Okay.
Hopefully it's crazy.
That was crazy.
Where the hell is it? Guys, do
'Cause I
you
think
think
he-
he died?
Do you think he died? Maybe.
Maybe.
Scribe face. Ed is sick, apparently. Where are they getting this information
from?
He died, I think.
Baseless accusation.
These aren't even podcast watchers either. These are just kids.
But yeah, this is
It's
why
just
with
making up shit.
viewers, with your help, we have spread misinformation and gotten the kids to buy into the Ed is dead meta.
We also got Shrimp Hours 90 removed from YouTube, but these things happen.
Mountain lion bestiality will never be the same.
He died.
Rest in peace.
Skull emoji.
Skull marks.
emoji.
God.
Oh
Ed,
my
if you're
God.
somewhere helping your family, I hope you're safe, and I hope nothing happens to you or your family.
That sounds like a threat. Like if you don't upload, like I hope nothing
I hope
bad happens
nothing
to you.
happens to you or your family. Is kind of
Yeah,
crazy.
it would be an awful shame if.
Come back, Ed. Sad face. Thumbs up. Thumbs up. Thumbs up. Thumbs up. Thumbs up.
Now you missed about 12.
Your Moto content is being
Not reading that.
stolen for ads.
Where?
I don't know.
Dude, by the way, speaking of Ed, I saw literally like as of a few days ago, and I think a screenshot
Being
of
used
it.
for trash mobile games.
That
apparently.
meme. Just on speaking of Facebook, it all comes full circle. The Facebook random garbage of just unrelated pages like you never followed. I literally saw that Photoshop picture of him of Dale fucking pointing the Uzi out at the fucking like as of a couple days ago on some random ass Facebook picture.
Yeah.
with, like, of course, 1,000 likes.
A
Who was it?
shrimp
Harley Payne
creation.
put that in my Discord and said he saw it somewhere too. He saw it on Discord,
It's
like some
everywhere.
kid sent it.
Just
And the kid, that's my, like, I love that. I love that the kids don't know that the Dale
Ed
Earnhardt
original.
Uzi is a shrimp original. Like that. Oh, hold on, I gotta pull this up because didn't this happen on Discord? When
Yeah.
someone was like, "Yo, what if you just had him holding a gun out the window?"
This and other great pictures and images that were
That will not
crafted
be
and
shown publicly.
listen, if the shrimp chat ever gets leaked, you'll never hear from any of us again. We'll all be dead. The pact will be enacted. We're running away to fucking Cabo.
It is Twitter, so it wouldn't be surprising.
Someone asked, "Are you okay, man?" And someone just said he died.
Shout out to the kids, dude.
Shout out to the kids.
As we
God
say,
damn.
FTK.
Yeah, that means F shout out to the kids.
Yeah, fuck them kids.
Oh. Doesn't this guy race Mooncar? Sorry, I'm pulling up Cody's Facebook feed.
Yeah, if that screenshot, by the way, just doesn't go to show like garbage that Facebook is like.
Dude,
other
Jesus
aspects.
I don't know who that
crap
is.
before that.
Yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
God.
Lessons in life follow. Yeah, what the fuck is that?
Cancer.
Oh my
That's-
god.
She
all
said she
that's-
didn't give
Dude.
consent.
Yeah, that's all
There are
Facebook is
some-
nowadays.
I think it was on YouTube. I seen some on YouTube and some on Twitter where it's like so borderline sexual where it's like, come join our app, chat with random people, and it's just like some woman like shaking her ass in front of the camera, like getting into like really sexual pose, and I'm like, what the fuck? What is this doing here? It's just on YouTube. Like it's just out there.
I've had that on Twitter where
I'm like,
I think
this is gross, dude.
it's like
Dude,
yeah,
before I left, there were some that were just literally porn. that
that's
was
what
just showing up
so
as
yeah
ads.
so I had one that was like it was definitely a fucking woman touching the bean, but it was like cropped. And like you can tell what was going on, but you couldn't see it. And yeah, it was like a Twitter
She was
ad.
just
And I was just like,
DJing.
yeah, spinning the turntable.
There's a
on
couple
my-
title contenders there as well.
I've got ad block on my computer, so I don't see it there, but I'll just be in bed on
Watching
my
the-
phone and just being like,
Jesus,
God damn.
Jesus Christ.
Dude, it's so... The internet's fucked. Everything's fucked. I also get a bunch of political ads now, which is fun.
All bots to get us to fucking argue with each other. That's all the internet is nowadays.
It's true.
That internet theory.
Dude, that internet theory scares the shit out of me because it's like
Dude.
Real.
90% true yet. Just all bots. Just
But you know
designed
who's
to
not bots?
argue.
Unless they are.
Fan mail?
People send us emails.
Send in your fucking mail.
Holy shit! What if they're
Watch your
bots?
fucking hands slap.
They are.
In your fucking mail. Send them in.
Send them in,
Watch your
guys.
fucking
Watch your
hands
fucking
slap.
hands slap.
I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a
not
fuck,
here.
man. Better send in those emails at this point.
Welcome to fan mail.
fan mail.
Fan mail.
Fan mail.
Fan mail.
Fan mail.
Fan
Fan mail.
Hey, Caleb, who sings that song?
Fan mail.
Yeah. Who made that song?
Little Easter Day.
Yeah, let's keep it that way.
Wow,
wow,
dude.
dude.
What?
I was
told
just
me to
telling Caleb
shut
to
up.
shut up in a
Stop
very,
singing.
fucking drawn out way.
If you are a robot, send us an email. ShrimpHoursPresents@gmail.com.
It's all
Get
fun and
one of
games, so
those.
someone just fucking sends us a chat GPT.
Don't send us AI sloth for real. Send us actual, real questions, comments,
And real money to run Core
concerns.
Season 8.
Yeah, send in your
ShrimpHoursPresents
sponsorship money.
@gmail.com.
Dude, if we had
guys.
Shrimp Hours sponsors, hey, we'll shout you out on the next episode of Shrimp Hours. You give me $10, I'll tell somebody to kill themselves on your behalf. Dude,
No, we
can you
need
imagine
we
like a
need
little cameo?
Yeah, we need a shrimp cameo.
Cameo death threats only.
Shrimp, dude, a shrimp cameo, the shrimp death threat
Cameo
cameo
death
would go
threats.
so.
You saying send me $10, I'll make death threats on your behalf. It's hilarious.
It's not quite a hit, man, but it's just the threat version of it.
The threat man.
God, the cameo death threats, that might be another contender right there.
Dude, we've had a lot of good
God
title
damn.
contenders tonight.
You better be typing them down.
Yeah.
I'm typing them.
All right, we have 11 emails
Type them
this
up,
week,
guys. Oh my
but
God.
4 of them are from Keegan. 5 of them are from Keegan, so
Holy shit.
we'll get to those. The first one comes in from Mark of High School on Fire fame, who says, "My bad. This is very negative opinions about the Lions blackout helmets. Not what I was expecting, but oh well." Sorry.
My bad.
What team would you say has the best uniforms / helmets in the NFL then?
Bengals.
I agree.
Browns.
The
Shut
early
up.
Seahawks before they changed them back to being weird.
And also, just to bring it up, I need your opinions on these Texans uniforms.
If they're the blue ones, then they need to kill
No.
themselves. I don't
The
give a
red
it's-
ones,
Yeah, the red
the
ones.
red and black ones. Yeah.
Yeah, not great.
Yeah. It
Not
just
great, but
looks
not
like
bad.
a college team.
It does
That's
look
fine.
like a
It looks
college
like
team.
the St. Louis Battlehawks of the XFL.
Ironically, I like all of it except for the shiny helmets, which usually have, like, a
I don't like
shiny-
the helmet, honestly. I
Do they
feel
not
like
have the logo anywhere?
yeah, no, it's just the
Not
horn. It's
Other
really
teams
dumb.
have done horns better, so if you're gonna try and do horns, you either do them better or don't do them at all.
That's my thing. Is like I feel like you need contrast on uniforms like these, where I feel like their normal like blue helmet with their logo on it would look a lot better than having the red on it.
All red, yeah.
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 But yeah, best drip are the Bungles.
Or the Chargers. Chargers have really good uniforms too.
That's true.
Packers.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, they're iconic.
Keegan, via Google Sheets, has shared a spreadsheet with you. Keegan,
Open the PDF.
have you done a
Yeah,
certain
yeah, it's gonna virus.
test on the internet? This
Dude, they
is-
don't even have to do the test. If you watch this show every week, if you make this a part of your
this
routine,
is
just don't even do
the
it.
NASCAR flip chart.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
we're in
no.
trouble.
That details
Oh my
every
god.
flip.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I ain't quite on that level.
I'm sorry, but you don't even need to take the test.
You might be
Including
35 out of
flips
30.
by car number and track.
And we got names.
45 flips at Daytona for
Keegan say this?
116.75 rolls. Yeah.
What's the car number that has flipped the most? If that's apparently been sorted.
The 15 has flipped 5 times. Probably
Like the
38,
Ultra.
right? 38 only has 2
38, two.
flips.
The 2.
So I
What
guess the
about Newman?
15. Yeah. The car number 15 has flipped the most times. 5 flips for 13 and a half rolls. featuring Clint Boyer, 2 Wall Trips, Ricky Rudd, and Dale Earnhardt. That's true. They had those 2 big ones famously, and then I guess Clint and Mikey took some tumbles.
Holy shit, dude.
Mikey. Yeah, I think this is the results for your test right there.
Just email this to your local like psychiatrist's
Law
office so they
enforcement.
can send you the letter back, dude.
God damn it.
That's what I was gonna say about the last email about the Lions unis. Is I love that like there's no just respectful conversation when it comes to fan mail. It's just like
That's
sharing
not good.
your
We're gonna be
opinion.
nicer to our viewers. We're gonna
Dude,
bully
no,
I
our
wonder why
dude.
people stopped sending them in.
That is true, yeah. I think we said that, when we were getting like 13 or 14 emails, and it was just like, shut the fuck up, like to everybody that sent an email.
Yeah, why don't we get more viewers than like anyone new join in? We just bully them away.
All right,
Keegan
remember,
sent
send
an
them in,
email to
guys.
go along
Even if
with
they're
this.
stupid, even though we're gonna shit on you, like send
I
'em
still feel bad for
Don't send
first-time emailer Peyton back in the day, who I think was making fun of me about the Preds and got told to kill himself and hasn't emailed since.
Keegan, I'm sorry, because Keegan wrote an entire email about this, and at the end just said, "Take it easy on the insults," which is unfortunate timing.
Who's gonna tell him?
We've already made it this far.
Keegan says, "Hey Shrimps, it's been a bit because I honestly don't remember when you guys post anymore. There's no rhyme or
We post
reason.
every week, dude. What are you fucking talking about?
This is specifically for DT, but my girlfriend and I watch a TikTok where the president, or whatever you call it, of Canada, yeah, we don't have one of those, is debating and
Prime
very
Minister.
willing to negotiate a purchase for Alaska and Minnesota."
What?
What? This was said on
What?
live news by the main guy. Did you get deep faked, dude?
You
Dude,
probably got
you're-
deep faked.
You're getting fucking.
He also told me.
propagated.
We also watched the next video, which was a live interview
Maybe he made
of
a joke
Elon
about it.
Musk saying to buy bitcoins. and
Oh,
that he
it's
would give you money
Doug.
back.
It's fucking Doug.
Oh, so it's your mayor. That
It's-
would make
it-
sense.
No, he's the premier of Ontario, but he is the crack-smoking dead mayor's brother.
Yeah.
And he made a joke about buying Alaska and Minnesota.
That would make sense.
This is the fucker that wants to take our bike lanes away. He's stupid. Anyway, Keegan says the second part of this is that you guys said you needed more from your emails. I've taken the liberty to show you how bad my OCD really is. Oh God.
I'm sorry.
Sheets consist
Spreadsheet.
of the flip chart, 2 fantasy football stat sheets, and the shrimp stat sheet that you already have. Yeah, we did look at that earlier. But I guess it's been updated. I'll advise you to look at the spreadsheets after reading all the other emails, and take it easy on the insults. I'm so sorry, from Keegan.
We love Keegan.
Take it easy on
You
the
got a
insults.
problem.
Dude, that
He says to the shrimps.
I was about to say that honestly. Like that's
You
the
know
first
what's
time
going to
I felt.
happen. You had to,
I felt
the fact
pain
that you
in
had
my
to
heart.
say that.
I felt repentance for like our viewers are just like pleading to not be made fun of anymore.
Please don't tell me to kill myself, please.
Please, like I love your show and I don't want to be. DT, what are you reading right now that you're getting that's eliciting that facial reaction?
Keegan, did you run your whole fantasy football league from a Google Sheets? Or did you
Oh
just like
God.
drop the data into here?
I'm hoping the latter.
Keegan has included 2 spreadsheets
Oh
for
my
2 different
God.
fantasy football
Oh
leagues.
my God.
So this is one of them, and then this is the other one.
Keegan, I love you, buddy. I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Like, you might wanna
won one of
be
them
an
and finished
accountant.
6th in the other.
Dude, accountant would go hard for you.
Yeah. Like, look for accountant jobs, because holy shit. Put this in your resume and they'll like.
Dude, that would go
That's
kind of
hard,
hard. Shrimp fucking telling you what job you're supposed to get.
But I entered all
and
the
the
stuff
last
into
one-
QuickBooks and nothing blinked red.
This is the Shrimp Hours title spreadsheet.
Oh, dude. Okay, I've actually wanted to see this.
Hold on.
What do the dots mean? What do the dots mean?
Are we able to see the entire screen? By the way, we have like half of it cut
Yeah,
off. I would
that's
love to
like
help
all
you.
it is.
It's a little
This
cropped.
stupid fucking Discord thing is never like perfect. But yeah, there's just dots.
Uh-oh.
Like there's nothing else to the left.
I see Gabe Wood on the bottom left.
Uh,
Is that like the
is that who
How Much
was
You
on
Like
the
This?
show?
I think that's who was on the show.
Oh,
So
but just hasn't filled in all of them yet.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I have slightly better stats, but I haven't updated them in like a couple of months.
Why don't you brag about it?
Yes.
I guess the colors here are what season the show is on, and these are each of the titles that we've come up with. Oh my god. What are these?
What are those?
I
What
think
are these?
maybe analytics, like how many views, how many likes, how many comments.
So far, we have 5 days and 17 hours of podcast, which is almost 500,000 seconds of shrimp hours.
It's actually not as much as I would have expected.
All the time codes for when fan mail starts.
Dude, I usually rewatch fan mail or the podcast. There was one episode we were literally like 18 minutes into it and hit the fan mail, and it was like an hour long.
Dude, that's all it is.
I have been adding the.
Oh, this is the time
The
left in the
timestamps.
podcast.
Okay.
This is reverse. So I guess this is how long the fan mail segment is in each episode. So in episode 2 it was 4 minutes because we only had one email. In episode 72 we had an 50 minutes and 29 seconds of fan mail.
Cinnamon, guys.
Please, Cinnamon, we can't keep doing this anymore.
This is actually kind of
Literally,
sick.
fan mail literally carries the show.
Keegan's keeping track of how many wins each NASCAR driver has since we started the podcast.
Kyle Larson with 12 wins. Oh, Mother Nature has 7.
That's pretty good.
The fact that William Byron is second on that is kind of stupid.
That's kind of sad. All right, so titles. I have
Dude,
24. Slap has 40. Cody has 16. Rusty has 11. Ed has 11. Caleb has 21, and Ben only has 4.
That's
Wow.
tough.
And
Is that like
What's
who
the
like
best-
said
as
the
one of
line
them.
that ended up becoming the
Yeah.
title?
So Ben's got Garbage Soup, Big Dick Ben. Downtown China is a Ben original, and Stab Your Way to the Cub.
It's a good one.
Slap
I'm just
having the
reading-
most is so fitting. God, these are great.
All right, hey, for your next suggestion for you, if you want to go
Your
ham
next
on this even more.
assignment is as follows.
Yeah, dude. If you can get like a percentage for us of like how many episodes we've been on versus how many titles have been contributed, I would love to see who like the.
Well, he
Well,
has,
you know,
he has it here.
I'm going to be the lead there.
Well, that's just
So-
attendance. I'm saying like if you take the attendance versus how many.
Well, I'm 24 for 46, which is like half.
That doesn't make any sense.
Slap is 40 for 41. That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I was about to say you've been on you've been on every single one except 2 of them, so you should have 118.
Maybe these are the ones that have been counted, I guess.
Maybe.
Anyway, no one else could come up with nihilism, common misery. Shout out to Slap. I think most of the like
Full
foul
caffeine
ones.
schizo brain. Dude,
Well,
yeah.
all the slap ones are
I
just
was about
super
to say, yeah, like,
obvious.
Yeah.
like everything is actually pretty tame, and then you get to me and Slap, and it's just fucking
Dude,
beer, cocaine.
semen dog. I forgot about tap water for beta males.
What was the context of semen dog?
I don't know. Watch episode 64.
Actually, I remember that Seaman
What
Dog
are
was.
these tacos?
I was bitching about the Talladega Fall race. There were people that were barefoot, and I was saying that there was semen on the fucking like.
Oh, on the
ground.
dogs.
Yeah, I was like, dude, you got your
Oh.
fucking semen dogs walking around.
No 90, not on YouTube. Don't worry
Trouble.
about it.
It's on Spotify.
Piss
It's on
trough
Spotify.
baptism. You also did not spell trough correctly on 116.
Trough is not spelled TROFF, so get that checked out. It's okay. Accountants don't need to spell things correctly.
It's true.
Rusty Broussard, also known as the only Rusty who wants to talk to us, has written in. Thanks for sending us emails. That got a way bigger pop than that deserved.
Rest in peace, Rusty.
I wasn't expecting it. My fault.
Rusty Broussard says, Caleb, you fucking troglodyte.
What?
It wasn't Mike Wallace that got suspended for drawing a swastika on a toaster strudel. It was Josh Reum. Mike Wallace got suspended for disparaging comments about Kamala Harris.
Hold on.
I don't believe you.
Take a look.
It's gonna be like another incident where the guy at the Talladega camp, so he's like, Ryan Blaney didn't win that
NASCAR
race.
Toaster strudel. It was Josh Reum.
Hold on.
Driver
You've
suspended.
been wrong this entire
Caleb has
time.
been teaching us false history for 2 years.
No.
We've been making swastika toaster strudel jokes about Mike Wallace on this show, and it wasn't him.
Dude, he's gonna sue you guys for defamation.
It was Josh
Well, Mike Wallace has
Reum.
other problems.
Josh Reum on Snapchat posted a picture of a toaster strudel with icing drawn in the shape of a swastika. And Reum said he didn't realize that he had drawn a strudel swastika when he posted the picture to Snapchat.
Then why else was he just in the context of posting a toaster strudel? It's like, hey guys, here's my toaster strudel picture I post every day like normal.
All right, I'm
This
gonna
is like-
read some Mike Wallace posts from you verbatim here. So real fast, I'm just gonna take the floor from you. So started off, yeah, Kamala Harris was correct. Said, can you believe this semi-black person is on TV saying blacks in America have never had the same opportunity as whites? Didn't we have a black president for 8 years? Then, hold on. We got even better. White slaves were sold for centuries. You're not special. All our ancestors
my
took slaves,
God.
sold slaves,
All right,
or
I
were
think we're done with the
Okay.
quotes now.
I wouldn't approve you
All right,
on the
so
Daytona
although Caleb
500
was-
either.
You're not special.
Although we were
It's
wrong
crazy.
about
I think
the
I think
toaster strudel.
I was
might
gonna
be
say at this
worse.
point, I think the toaster strudel's preferable. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, dude. Some thoughts don't need to be put out on the internet. Fucking A, dude.
On the other side of the story, Josh Reum, who still owns a truck team and has a couple trucks, he says this is a TobyChristie.com exclusive from November 2020.
Uh-oh. Peak COVID.
He says he made a toaster strudel and put icing on it. He says he was mindlessly putting icing on a toaster strudel, thinking about how he was going to arrange to get his daughter to daycare in the morning because that's his responsibility, and he was flying out to Phoenix the next day.
Deflection.
He says he was putting icing on it arbitrarily. When he was done, he took a picture and wrote snack time and posted it on Snapchat.
Do we have the picture in question to see like if there's any feasible way where this just could have been
I'm
accidental?
looking for
and-
it.
He
I don't
says-
see it.
He says
Or
it
if
wasn't
it-
even under his own name, and he didn't even think it would go beyond his friend group. And someone screenshotted it and sent it to NASCAR, and he doesn't even know what it looks like.
Yeah, that's the fucking.
But apparently after this interview, NASCAR had issued him a copy of the photo, but I don't think this has ever been made public.
If you just Google fucking toaster strudel swastika, there's not a single image that comes up.
There are
There's
images,
a-
but it's not
there's a
associated. I'm sure
Jalopnik
there are
Photoshop.
images that come up. Yeah, there is a Jalopnik one that's
Shout out to Jalopnik, dude. I used to read them in like middle school, but they oh, that's the wrong one. Yeah.
Oh my.
They photoshopped it themselves,
Oh,
which might be worse. And that also is foul looking, and they're giving me ads now
You
anyway.
can definitely sue
That ain't
Jalopnik
icy.
for that because that is not the actual.
Can you
wouldn't
link me that
yeah.
article, DT?
It's just I just Google searched.
If you wanna talk
NASCAR
about defamation.
toaster strudel, and it's the first thing on images.
imagine that being your legacy.
Yeah. And then us
Guy that-
misattributing it to the wrong guy.
Yeah, who's now gonna fucking sue you for fucking defamation? Well, it's not like his brother's really active online or anything to where he could ever potentially see that.
Thanks to Rusty Broussard for setting things right.
Thank you.
Sorry to Mike Wallace, you're just incredibly racist, not actually of toaster strudel fame.
You're racist, just not of the toaster strudel variety.
Yeah, you're just guarding
Well, you might
freaking
be.
Facebook racist.
He might be. He just hasn't posted it yet.
Well, he has, just not in icing form.
Rusty Broussard continues to say, I'm taking a page out of, I believe, Andrew R's book, and I'm sharing a photo of a shopping cart a large distance from the store that it's from. It's a TJ Maxx cart. I don't even know what that is.
TJ Maxx, it's a store.
Outlet store, yeah.
And I work as a cart pusher at Walmart, and the closest TJ Maxx is 15.6 miles or 25 kilometers. Thank you, away. So
Bubbles went on a hell of a journey for that one.
Did it go in the back of a pickup truck, or did someone just
No, it got
cart
attached to
all
his
the way to the
go-kart and he
Walmart?
drove back to the trailer park.
That's a lot of miles for not even a big one. It's hard to tell, actually, but shout out to TJ Maxx, I guess. P.S. Caleb, I know you're going to tell me to kill myself jokes, but I'm a Patriots fan, and I'm already dead on the inside, and just to make you butthurt, I hope the Pats hire Mike Vrabel to replace the recently champ Jared Mayo as the head coach.
Yeah, yeah, Mike Vrabel is the new head coach of the New England Patriots. He was in Tennessee. He got fired for
Well,
Red
he
Carthon.
was consulting for the Browns too.
He was this year. So yeah, shout
I
out to
got
Mike
now
Vrabel.
Patriots fans are like, oh, we're sad, our team stinks, as if they just didn't win everything for like 2 straight decades.
This is coming from the guy who's like, oh, we only won 2 Super Bowls.
Listen, hold
once."
on, pause. That's a great point.
You got him
I
right.
want to point out,
God
speaking
damn.
of,
Play
no,
the
speaking of-
music.
Speaking of double standards,
Well,
if
it's
you
not
play
very
the music, I'm
Karen.
leaving. If you play the music, I'm leaving.
Then
I want to
could play
point
the
out
Yoshi one.
that the Shrimps are
Play the
the
Yoshi one.
ones
Oh, that might get us copyrighted though.
that anytime
That
I'm just
would get
trying
us
to be,
copyright.
anytime I'm trying to be prideful of my team, be like, hey, I like the Packers, blah blah blah. Like I enjoy the Packers, and then it's always the Shrimps. LOL. Imagine fucking having 2 Hall of Fame quarterbacks going back to back with them and only having 2 Super Bowls to show for
I think you're
it. and
conflating
fucking
different
2
people
straight
here.
No, it's you're gonna mean to tell me like guys like Ed haven't brought that up on
Yeah, exactly.
a
You're
zillion
bringing-
fucking
you're-
occasions.
You're bringing up what Ed
I
is
didn't say
saying.
you
Yeah, that
or
motherfucker's
I didn't say
dead.
Ben in specifically. I didn't say.
All right, bring it
Caleb
up to Ed
specifically.
then. I don't want to
I
hear about
said
it.
the
I don't say
Shrimps.
shit. I tell you to
No, but
take your
no,
playoff berths and
because
be
it's
grateful
related.
for them
It is
because some of
related.
us don't
It
watch
is
our team
related.
get to playoffs.
It is
It's been
related.
8 years, Cody.
But then when I'm bummed, it's like, damn, you know what? When I think about it, it is a little disappointing that yes, we've gotten some taste of success, but yeah, we've only two Super Bowls in 30 years.
There's
to
the
show for
only
it.
2 Super Bowls.
And then the same
Only 2
shrimps that,
Super
the
Bowls.
same shrimps that were gaslighting, LOL, imagine only having 2 Super Bowls, sit there and turn around and go, would you stop complaining? Like, that's nothing to complain about. Would you?
It isn't
imagine
anything to complain about. What do you want about?
This is gaslighting at its finest, folks. This is what
Cody, I
deal
would
with. You
chop
guys
my-
wonder why I am the way I am. This is what I deal with on a daily basis, folks. That's all I'm saying.
I would
guys,
sacrifice.
Hypocrisy, gaslighting.
If you think the Shrimps are right or Cody is right, send them in, guys.
I would lay
ShrimpHoursPresents at gmail.com.
Shrimp Hours presents.
I've never been wrong.
like Mike Vrabel once said. I would chop my dick off to watch my team win a Super Bowl. All right, like so to have 2 of them.
Where do you think mine went? It went bye-bye in 2010.
All right, the next email
I'd move
comes
on
in
to.
from our good friend from down under, Andrew R.
Hi, Andrew.
It says, "Good morning, all y'all.
Morning.
On the DVP news, cars can continue to race after repairs in the garage. Yeah. 7-minute clock on pit road, but they can go to the garage. Yeah. It will be just like the old days when the last few laps saw the return of the walking wounded just to collect points. Yay. I agree. Good. Everyone wanted this.
Yes.
A
good rule change.
P.S. Cody is 100% right. If drivers want to piss and
Remember what I
moan,
just said? I've never been wrong.
Packers. Not about Packers.
No,
if
let's
drivers
hear the
want
rest
to
of this.
moan about not being able to beat Kyle Larson in a sprint car race, they should just get better. This is also like the old days when Steve Kinser would show up and smack everyone to the weeds.
Yeah,
The
or Sammy
solution then was
Swindell,
also
or
to
Jack
get better.
Hewitt, or Jimmy Johnson, or fucking Lewis Hamilton. Don't like it? Get good.
I say that about bushwhackers all the time with the fucking Xfinity drivers. If you don't want to get beat by cup drivers, then fucking just
This
go
is
and beat
Carl
them. Stop
Edwards
bitching about it.
bias.
And there is something to be said.
That's Carl Edwards
The
bias.
previous generation Xfinity drivers
We're so much better.
got infinitely better because they were racing around cup guys on such a frequent basis.
Yeah, but you didn't know any of them because it was
No,
just cup
dude.
drivers in there.
No, because current
You
Xfinity
didn't
drivers
know
are
any of
pieces of shit that take like 10 years to win their first cup race. If you raise the level of competition in Xfinity, then they will be better when they inevitably get to cup.
Yeah,
I don't know. I think all it did was
can't
don't
build
see
the best.
Formula One drivers racing in Formula 2 or Formula 3 or baseball players.
But again, there are cup drivers to enforce discipline and respect to
you
these
can't-
piece of shit kids who just get
Actually,
in there and wreck each other.
I'll
And in the
resend
league-
that because baseball players will play in the minor leagues to rehab.
Who are
But
the,
that's
who are your
completely different
examples?
than
And
Who
in the league
came
of
up
where-
through the old Bush Series system and is supposedly better because of bushwhackers?
Greg Biffle,
Kevin
Kevin
Harvick,
Harvick.
Carl Edwards, fucking
Kyle Busch.
No, started in
Joey
Bush
Logano.
series and came.
Logano was a menace,
we
though.
literally
famously.
that's all.
Same
everyone
with
we
Kyle
mentioned.
Busch.
Okay, but
Harvick,
they're
I'll
not
give you, but
good.
he was old.
They're
No,
not like
good,
generational
sure.
talents,
Is Ryan Blaney not good?
as opposed to Joe Graff Jr. or like insert any other Xfinity. name
Listen,
here.
I have a theory now that I just came up with. I think all it did was filter out all the nerds. If you saw
Exactly.
friggin' Danny O'Quinn Jr. every week racing against whoever the hell else was even in the series at that point in time, you would be like, oh wow, these guys suck like they do now. I don't think it was some sort of discipline put in. I think there literally just wasn't space in the fast
No,
cars.
because in
for
the
good
series where
guys.
names are made, you can't eventually become the best unless you're able to beat the best.
Well, that's why they moved to the
i.e.
Cup
some of these
Series.
Cup guys.
That's why they go to the Cup Series.
They go
Oh, yeah, and
Briscoe
look-
for a couple of years and then
Well,
get
again,
good.
you don't
And look,
have. You don't
aside
have
from
any
Tyler
talent.
Reddick, aside from Tyler Reddick and Christopher Bell, what's the last like guy that moved up from the Xfinity series in the last 5 years that's like been a actual decent Cup driver? Exactly.
Chastain?
Yeah,
Does he count?
Chastain.
He moved up from.
He was in
trucks.
Cup. He was in Cup for a long ass time before.
true,
like,
yeah.
he had his resurgence through Trackhouse. He had
Yeah, but
in
he was
Cup and
mainly
for long
Xfinity.
through that.
No, he wasn't. He did his first Xfinity race in 2018 for Ganassi.
No, he was in the
He was
JD
running
cars forever.
JD cars.
Oh shit! Yeah, you're right.
Todd Gillen, did he do a bunch of it? He did Xfinity, right? In that 20
Yeah,
car?
but he's not great.
Oh, you think?
Todd-
Okay. Did Alex
I
Bowman?
mean-
Not really.
No.
William Byron? He did
Yes,
alright, but that was a
William-
while
William
ago.
Byron.
Same thing with Chase Elliott, if you want to say
I'm
that.
just
Yeah,
going
Chase
through
Elliott.
the entry list. Justin Haley? In those colleague cars?
But
He's just-
again,
he's
they
not
were
good,
still
though.
they were still getting
mid.
bushwhacked at this time. They stopped letting Cup drivers race in Xfinity, and it was like 2019 or so.
Yeah, remember when Kyle Busch was still entering into like a third?
Yeah,
of the
Kyle
fucking,
Busch
like,
would
truck,
Yeah, but it
race,
wasn't
races.
anywhere
But we
near
have
as
only
much
had
as
6
like
years.
Because I remember it took them.
2007.
It's like Kyle Busch now has 200 NASCAR wins, equal to Richard Petty. It's
yeah,
like,
and he
that's
was
how
like,
that
okay, I
works.
won't race in Xfinity anymore, and then showed up the next year.
Hold on.
No, they had to make a rule to where like you're limited about how many you're allowed to do per year.
Yeah, August 21st, 2019 for 2020 is when they stopped letting Cup drivers race in Xfinity. That was 2020. So
And notice-
before that,
and
even
notice
all
how-
those examples you're giving are people that got bushwhacked and had
And
to race
notice how-
against
Well,
guys
yeah,
like
but they
Kyle
still
Busch.
had
2019
rules in place.
Notice
to
how
do lots of them.
2019 was the last like good fucking Xfinity class with like Tyler Reddick, Christopher Bell, and whoever the other contender, Cole Custer,
What about the
all came out of the Xfinity Championship class.
Dude,
that
the
year.
bar
What?
in Xfinity is Cole Custer and Justin Allgaier. How is that good for the sport? Don't even like.
Like I another joke we made too. Caleb was talking earlier. It's like, dude, have you seen like the fucking like all these names like entered into the Daytona 500? It's like a super stacked list, and then he led off with Justin Allgaier, and I was like, hold on, you know you're in trouble if you refer to something as stacked, and the first name you mentioned is.
I just
Justin
mean like they're like 9 cars trying for 4 spots. It's kind of based.
All right, let's finish this stupid show.
No.
Look,
an agree
it's
to
minor
disagree
leagues.
on
It
this
should be
matter.
minor league drivers.
Nah,
Uh,
you guys are
it's-
stupid.
The next email
Yeah, it's
comes in
called
from
Corey LaJoy.
I wonder what he's gonna do now.
Stacking those pennies. He's going to the Coinstar to fucking.
Yeah, he's gonna be on the fucking get ready to learn CW, buddy.
Driven Dragon 4 writes in and says, "Hello, Shrimps. If I'm gonna give Caleb credit, it was absolutely base to threaten the AT&T CEO.
Jesus Christ.
Honestly, who gives a
By
shit?
name.
These billionaires' safety if they fuck us all. Just kill them all. Jesus
Oh my
Christ.
God.
We didn't say that. We did not say that. The views and opinions of our viewers do not reflect the views and opinions. of
They also continue to write, in short, this podcast is the pipeline to becoming Ted Kaczynski.
You know what? Slap is literally just him.
I was
like,
about to
in
say,
an
thank
earlier
God
timeline.
Slap isn't here because he would be so pissed right now with how late it is. He'd be so mad.
Carl writes in and says, "Hi, Shrimps. With Mike Wallace out, who's going to be in the 66?
Who cares? Dude,
Timmy
like-
Hill.
Timmy.
Timmy
It's gotta
Hill.
be Timmy. It's got to be Timmy.
Hill. There's no other correct answer.
Keegan writes in an actual email
Chad Fincham.
and says, "Hey Shrimps, the Minnesota Vikings playoff run has come alive and failed just as fast. Maybe Rusty will come back the day the Vikings and the Timberwolves win a championship, so we'll be waiting a while. DT, you've been searching for an NFL team to root for. Don't go to Minnesota. There's hype until the playoffs and they drop off a cliff, very similar to the first round Leafs. I know that.
I was gonna say
Also,
Minnesota
don't
is like
root
for
for
what
the
I've heard,
Steelers.
is like
Because the Steelers have been doing the same thing for the last 10 years.
Now I wait as this awkward time between a limited playoff team to a clash commences, and I wait for it to pass over as I watch the refs of the NFL ruin the game we love. When I watch the Vikings, I'm no longer made. I'm just disappointed. 2025 is off
mad,
to a
I'm assuming.
fantastic start. Yeah, I guess it means mad. P.S. Besides the documents I've sent, I'm closing on Rusty's location, but that's staying classified and refusing to elaborate.
Oh my God.
You're at the first viewer to dox him. Hey, I haven't heard from Rusty because he hasn't streamed. I'm gonna look up
look up
police fucking scams
Deaths in St.
so-and-so.
Paul.
Yeah.
The last email comes in from Carl and says, "Happy holidays." And I guess this is
Merry
to all
Christmas.
who celebrate. Today, January 15th, is the 106th anniversary of the Great Molasses Flood. So happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
Ben,
Rest
you can
in
point
peace
to
to
it.
all that
It's up in the corner
perished.
over there. Molasses
Yeah,
explosion
up
injures
here.
50 and kills
Oh,
11.
wrong
no,
one. That one.
no, I mean up there in the corner of the screen.
There. Right
There it is. Happy birthday, 106 years old.
Happy birthday,
fucking-
molasses flood, 106 years
Every
old.
podcast that we upload to the internet just has a thing that says molasses tank explosion injures 50 and kills
Dude.
11.
Listen, these new graphics are dude, I look at old podcasts and we're just like boxes on the screen. At least it's a little bit cute now, even if it breaks every once in a while. Don't worry about it.
Breaks often.
Listen.
Also, remember how we were talking about how Cody was playing Phasmophobia during the podcast?
Were you
Oh.
playing Strike Stacker too?
I'm not playing Phasmophobia.
He currently has a
are you
controller in his
playing?
hand right now.
What, are you playing NR?
I might play playing Madden.
Oh my
Cody,
god.
dude, you're a
You got caught in
zoomer.
4K.
Listen, I haven't been trying to hide it.
Oh my God.
I don't know if
Are
I
we
have the
gonna-
technology to do this. Hold on.
Oh my bad.
Wait, I might be able to.
We're really doing poker, all right.
Yeah, it's our tradition that we only do.
Also,
like,
we're making it in a
once
new
every-
window anyway.
I was gonna say the tradition that has happened like 3 times ever.
They used to do this in a new window, and now it's not doing it.
It's
I
like
like
join it. Am I
time.
stupid?
God
Press
damn
the
it.
join game button.
I don't have a join game button.
Yes, you literally do.
Okay,
It's
you're
free
just gonna
with
have
your
to
Discord.
ignore some of the graphics that are occurring here.
It's poker
All right.
time.
I've got some titles written down. This is Shrimp Hours 130. It's either... Oh, it won't be this one, but Time Flies When You're Beating Your Girlfriend, which is incredible.
Jesus Christ.
Borderline Autistic, Shrimp Autism Leaderboard, or Cameo Death Threads.
Shrimp
Actually,
Autism
here,
Leaderboard.
It's gotta be the Autism Leaderboard.
Yeah, I had Highway to the Missile Zone. It's definitely got to be Shrimp Autism Leaderboard, but I just want
All
to call
in.
some of these out from how incredible they are. Yeah, Time Flies When You're Beating Your Girlfriend, Shrimp Autism Leaderboard, Touching the Bean, Death Threat Cameo, and then Not of the Toaster Strudel Variety.
that a J6 on the table?
There is a J6 on the table.
That's a 2
Oh,
8
let's go!
Shut
Goddamn.
up.
All right, bye everyone.
I can't even
Bye,
hear the music.
have
Do we have a
beautiful time.
title? Are we going to say the title?
Yeah, it's Shrimp
Yeah,
Autism
literally
Leaderboard. Are
did.
you
Shrimp
stupid?
Autism Leaderboard.
You might be autistic.
I might be stupid.
Someone
That
doesn't
might be different.
Bye.
Bye. Had a beautiful time.
Fuck you, Stanky.